They do not care if I'm putting my mascara on or if I look like a fucking hot mess. They know I'm a fucking hot mess. They're not even fucking here yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
well.
we're not even live.
Oh, okay.
Let me say that again. They do not give a fuck if I am putting my makeup on. These people are used to me. They know that I'm a fucking train wreck, and all the way. And also, tonight's episode is sponsored by the strain of train wreck, which is a sativa hybrid. Sativa dominant hybrid.
Oh, it's sativa dom.
Thank you, Lori.
Sat dom.
I told Lori about the podcast today. I think she was,
maybe she'll tune in.
I think she was a little too baked to understand what I was saying. I told her it was called Marital. She's like, I'm like, have you watched it? Hang on, I'll loop back to this. Lori, in a moment.
Just finish your face.
Well, I gotta share this page.
Hey, all right, we're complete. Tracy's here, so we're good. Because we're not complete
I miss Tracy when she's not here. I don't know.
Oh, we needed fact checks last night, like left and right. Was it last night that we needed the fact checks?
We always need. Whenever Tracy's not here, we need fact checks. Although Ann will chime in and do fact checks.
Yeah, she will. Yeah. It's a team.
Well, perhaps you should introduce ours and what we do.
I'm Doug, and this is Stacy, and this is Marital Hate, a podcast where we talk about stuff. It's not really about anything. But at the heart of it is that married people don't always like each other, but it doesn't matter. So there you go.
That's really not what it's about, though. Like, we're just like, we're best friends. We happen to be married, but we're like best friends. And, you know, we just have this like random conversation. I'm usually baked because I have a chronic illness and I have a, you know, with the marijuana. And, I say crazy shit normally, so it's 10 times worse when I'm high. The weed kicked in a little early tonight, so we're in rare form. But the bottom line is, you'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll cringe. What's not left to love?
You might flee in terror.
Some people, I don't know. It seems like the people, once they come, they keep
Well,
coming.
if you get it, you get it.
past the first 3 minutes.
If you get it, you get it.
If you can get past the first 3 minutes, a really good podcast.
Like, what's the thing they say? Like, if you know, you know. That kind of thing.
Well, it's so funny because like we have a small group of people who are dedicated and amazing people that are watching us, and it seems like the people, as they start to watch us, they're like, oh my god, and they watch us regularly. And then it seems like I was in the pool today and I was thinking about the haters, as it were, and how much I like genuinely love and appreciate these people. Like I do. I genuinely love and appreciate you guys, because some people that like are really close to us, we've told about the podcast and they look at us like
couldn't give a shit.
They could give a fuck. And it's like, we're trying to do something good here. We want to unite people. We want to make people feel connected. We want to make people feel less lonely.
Including us, by the way.
Including us, because this helps us so much. Because it's like, you know, otherwise what would we be doing tonight? Doug would be like angry at football.
I've just had a hellacious week. Today was not a good day for me. And so this is sort of the bright spot right here. So thank you for being the bright spot.
You guys are the highlight. You know what's so weird? I don't know if it's where I am in relation to the camera, but I look so washed out.
It does feel like kind of washed out. You know what? I'm wondering if it's the humidity here tonight. Or it might be. Let me just wash the thing. How's that? Is that any better?
We just gave everyone a bath. I don't know.
It's a little better.
Well, y'all are kind of, I don't know what the fuck the keyframe rate is.
Don't know. I reset that router today, so we should be okay.
Sorry guys if we have technical problems, but we are working on a new platform. I think I figured it out today. I think we're gonna use I don't know what the fuck it's called. Some fucking platform. But I spent
She was researching
the better part of 3 hours listening to the most boring fucking YouTube videos of my life, where people explain these fucking platforms. If my podcast is ever that fucking boring, please shoot me. Ecamm Live. We should be starting. We're going to experiment with Ecamm Live over the weekend, and maybe we'll be able to implement it. We're hoping that we could do that by Sunday, because we'd like to do a live Jackbox game for anybody who might be feeling a little down on Mother's Day. I know I'm going to be feeling down on Mother's Day, but I'm going to do my best to pull out of it. And here's our good friend Charlie. Actually, Charlie, I'm so happy you're here. Tracy, I'm glad you're here. There's 3 of you out there that we don't see right now, but we're happy. We appreciate you.
Show yourselves.
Uriel's out there. I was literally in the middle of replying to Uriel's email.
When he sent you something?
When my alarm went off for the podcast.
Oh,
I had
nice.
to put my face on.
Okay, yeah.
So I got to reply to him.
Tracy was talking about the sunset. This was the sunset about 5 minutes before we went on the thing. So that's like the burning tree sunset right there.
Herein lies the problem, is as it becomes like light enough in the day and sun's going down later, that they get the really good sun, the magic hour like nonsense.
Yeah.
It's going to be too hot for us to be outside.
Oh, it's going to be crazy hot out
We
here.
actually were
it's really hot tonight. I don't know what the temp is right now. Hang on. Temp right now is 85. Last night it was 81.
But it's
I was
humid,
roasting.
and
it's
not
very
normal.
humid.
What's the
tonight.
humidity?
It doesn't say. This is just my phone.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Yeah, that's my phone. It doesn't know.
I use, I don't know, let's all talk about that. What weather apps do people use? Because my friend Christina, love her,
is wrong.
got me into, what do you have to
I don't know, I
fucking
just
fight
made that
Christina? She got me turned on to Carrot, which is a weather app with fucked up comments. And I like that. It says, you can expect a beautiful weather in Hyrule for the Trumpian return of the Ganondorf. Which I don't really know what that is, but like sometimes it'll have like political stuff, and like sometimes it'll have sexual stuff. Like it's almost
I didn't know.
This is the only one that I've ever heard that's just weird.
Well, humid, Jeff, is when it's so saturated that it just plain downpours.
Well, that's what happens.
Which we're getting there. We're getting. It should be.
We have a 32% chance of precipitation.
Yeah, and I think
but
some of those.
It doesn't say what our precipitation chance is.
17%.
Sunrise, sunny. Why does it say the humidity?
I don't know. It's.
Well, maybe I have to pay for the full version.
Maybe we have to get some sort of gauge for the folks.
Everybody acts shocked, but the UV index is 10 on Saturday.
Oh, the air quality was good. It was 46.
In Florida.
We're closer to the sun, by the way.
What month are we in? May?
May, yeah.
In Florida, in May, the UV index is 10. In case you were wondering.
It's like all those people.
It's always 10. Isn't it 10 in like January?
I don't know, but like same in Australia. Australia is always like the sun is beaming down on those people.
I fucking love it. I could do without the humidity, but the heat doesn't really bug me, but the humidity does.
No, but what we're gonna see the afternoon thunderstorms, and we're gonna see the hot temperatures, and when it's thundering out here and the rain hits this metal roof, you're not gonna be able to hear us. So we're gonna have to come up with like a plan B or something. We'll figure it out. Maybe there's a cam that we can have looking out this way. We'll use a green screen, so you will get a live look.
We could green screen. We can. I'm not. So this is what the thing. Like we're learning this podcast thing as we go, and not that you guys give two shits, but what we are learning so far is we are on the right track, baby.
Shit givers.
So, but like we're on the right track in the sense that we like making the videos. That's number one. And we genuinely enjoy doing it, and apparently that translates for the viewers
to
and
fun.
That's the number one thing.
Translates to fun.
I've looked at a lot of psychologist stuff, and various internet articles and videos. I've just been fucking pouring through them, and they're all like, "Yeah, this is fucking great what you're doing, and you're doing something unique." And so I feel pretty good about it. I don't know if you guys know of another baked out of her fucking tree crazy woman with dreadlocks who keeps playing with her tits on national podcastum, and
it's not a bad show.
Grouchy
really.
old man.
I'm the worst part of this podcast.
I mean, I don't know.
The flamingos get more press than I do.
Incidentally, I came to the conclusion today while I was floating in the pool.
Yes.
You know how like when we give like some share information about perhaps natural health.
Yes.
That I always have to say like, please
consult
your local blah blah blah, the CDC, the FDA, your healthcare professional. I think from now on I'm going to make a jerking off motion, complete with ball cup.
Oh, okay.
And I mean that's not really I like to, but whatever. That's not the point. The problem with that is I was going to make a jerking off motion so that I couldn't get in trouble. But my friend Todd would miss it every time because he's blind. I feel bad for the poor guy.
Maybe you also have to accompany some sort of noise.
Hear me out.
With it.
Hear me out. What if we find someone to go to Todd's house and give him a hand job every single time I make that gesture?
I support that.
He's blind. It could be a guy, could be a girl, he wouldn't know.
Be a helping
trans
hand
person,
monkey.
he wouldn't know.
Sure.
All right, guys.
Helping hand monkey has
out.
that extra thumb thing that could
My
work
friend
out very
Todd
well.
is a nice guy, love him to death. And if anybody out there is willing to give him a hand job every time I make this gesture, it would be very helpful. So anytime I mention something that's referencing medical care, that's not how I do it.
There was a weird sounding aircraft.
Well, that's the Chinese.
It sounds like an alien craft about to just drop in on us.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. The clouds are about to open up. We need to push back.
The clouds are not going to open up. We're fine.
Look at that cloud right there.
We're fine. I'm going to check the radar.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Hang on. Look at the big black cloud directly over our...
It's going over there. It's going over the sunset. It's going to the coast to enjoy the sunset. We have no storms in the area right here. Look at that. You have to go down to Pelican Marsh.
Because if there were storms in the area, Doug would
I know about it.
He takes a picture of a screenshot. If you don't know, if you're not Facebook friends with my husband, right now he's accepting friend requests.
Well, you catch me in a good day.
People. He's very picky. I'm a slut about it. I'll be friends with anybody. Doug, on the other hand, is like, no. Yeah.
Although I will be friends with the most bizarre people, like Ernie from My Three Sons. I'm friends with him.
He likes to fame whore it up, and anytime a celebrity likes or comments on something, he's all excited about it. Me, I'm excited when you guys comment, like anybody, like anytime you guys comment. Like, you have no idea what celebrities all of you are in our house. Like, we talk about you
like
constantly.
It's like you're here.
It's like,
you know,
like, like you live here. Like, oh, you're just gonna talk to. But actually, it was like they were really here this morning because.
Oh, Ann was on the phone.
Ann was here.
Yeah.
I actually needed to sing to someone today, and she doesn't appear to be here. Does anybody know? Actually, Ann knows. I'm wondering.
Could you go get the birthday girl and bring her in?
Can somebody go get the birthday girl for me, please?
I don't know how that works, but she was like, "Oh, Doug, can you sing Happy Birthday? You know, bring your guitar out or something, sing Happy Birthday." I'm like, "Well, that's not really."
Spoil it.
Oh, sorry. Well, that's not really a song you play on guitar and sing. It's not like really. And so we decided that someone else should do that.
So. Someone else is going to do that.
Which should be outstanding.
Where are you? I didn't wish her a happy birthday today because I wanted to surprise her. I'm going to be fucking crushed if she doesn't show up. But she probably has a life of her own.
Yeah. Well, maybe she's out for her birthday instead of watching this claptrap.
She went to Hornstra's and Andrea. What the fuck is wrong with those two?
Hey, who goes to Hornstra at 8 o'clock at night?
So I have a friend who is like the nicest woman you'll ever meet in your life, and she's usually here every night. Her name's Debbie. She comes in early, and she's usually here for like a half hour, and she's like, "I'm going to bed." But I just love that she's here to support me and us, and she's. I can't even tell you all the ways that she's supported us and tried to support us, and just. She's just a wonderful person that I'm fortunate to call my friend. And I really want to be Golden Girls with her and my friend Ann, who's here right now, and Andrea, of course. And then, I don't know, Christina, too. But, like, I think Christina and Brent are going to, like, die, like, holding hands, like...
Yeah, they make me sick.
Some sort of... like, at
more Christina than Brent. Brent's cool.
Christina and Brent are going to, like, die at a Striper concert holding hands or something.
They're gonna get too close to the heavy metal band and catch something.
There's couples in the world that like they're just meant to be together, and I think that that's Christina and Brent. And I like to think it's us most of the time, but sometimes not so much. Everybody thinks we're that couple. We've had people say
we put on a good show.
We've had someone say you guys never fight. I'm like, are you on crack?
Fight daily. You kidding?
On the crack?
On the crack.
So she's a really good person. So anyway, Ann, if you happen to be in a position to send a carrier pigeon or notify them in some way that Deb needs to get on her
high horse
computer the second she gets here, we will belt it out. If not,
who the hell goes to Hornstra? Hornstra's a dairy farm, by the way. Who goes there at 8 at night?
She has.
I think they're having affairs. I think they're going out, and I think they're going down.
Are you spreading a rumor about
they're going down the
Andrea?
Scarlet Oak? You heard it here, folks.
You think that Andrea?
It is Thursday. It is Thursday. Hornstra Farmers is in that general direction. Just saying, there could be some key action going on. Leave the key in the bowl.
Wait, hang on a second. You think Andrea and Debbie Andrea's leaving her husband, and they're going to go to the Scarlet Oak and get some strange. Well, strange for Andrea and not so strange for Debbie.
You understand? These people came of age in the 60s and 70s. What was big in the 70s? Key parties.
You guys, I can't even. This is
Swapping.
These are people
Swinging.
I have so much respect for. That we talk about politics, the world around us. Like, and now we're talking about my nice, respected in the community friends.
Hey, it's
go
just
into
a theory.
the
It's just a theory, right? Nobody goes to Hornster Farms. It's a bad. All right, Andrea, if you're listening, it's a bad alibi. Not that I come up with alibis for swapping.
Well, I will tell you
but,
this: Mrs. Hunt is going to smack you, and she's going to be.
she's got to come here and get it.
Your mother is telling me right now to smack you. Like, psychically,
No.
she's telling me smack my
mother's
son.
like, hey, well, if Andrea wants to go do the swapping in the key bowl, that's
She would
fine.
never say that.
Oh, yeah.
That's a respected woman in the community. Both Debbie and Andrea are very...
The mighty do fall. All these people. Marion Barry was mayor of D.C., caught with crack
Did
pipe.
you just compare Mrs. Hunt to Marion Barry?
I'm telling you, the mighty fall.
What is Debbie then?
Billy Graham? Who was it?
I'm sorry.
Not Billy Graham. Who was the other guy? Oh, Jerry Falwell.
I would like to
Jerry
know.
Falwell. There's another mighty
Are you
that
saying
fell.
that Debbie is Jerry Falwell?
I'm just saying, they're up to no good. They're Thelma and Louising it up around the South Shore. Hornstra. Who's going to Hornstra? They're not even... you know what? I'm Googling the Hornstra hours.
You guys don't even realize 24 hours a day for the rest of my life, this is going to be a thing. Like, he treats Christina like he's his little sister, and he has all these theories about different people in the world, and they're crazy. Okay, so
that crazy.
just to be clear, we have been like way off track tonight, as we do. We generally interact with you guys at the end, but as comments come in, sometimes
Oh, wait
we'll
a
react
second.
to them.
I need to backtrack. Hornstra might have like an ice cream window.
They
They
do.
might have gone for the ice cream.
Yes, of course they went for the ice cream.
Oh, she says they went earlier. Oh, well, they're not back yet, are they? They're over the oak. They're over the oak.
Those wild ladies.
Yeah, that's the ladies.
God damn them. Sorry, that was terrible.
Oh, that was that was worse than what I said about them.
Apparently, cocaine was big in the 70s, as one of our viewers just pointed out.
70s and 80s,
Wasn't there
from
just
what we hear.
recently, like there was a J.P. Morgan massive crate filled with cocaine.
I did not see that. I would not like to put that out into the ether if I
Morgan
didn't fact check that mother effer. Cocaine ship.
The cocaine is said to have had a street value of $1.3 billion. The cargo ship was found to be carrying 20 tons of cocaine when the vessel arrived in Philadelphia last month, who was owned by a fund run by banking giant J.P. Morgan Chase.
Yeah,
But
it's a fund.
But the fund owned the thing, or the bank. Let me see. The bank hasn't commented on the situation, which is sus.
Sus. What are you?
Listen, if I'm gonna have a podcast,
What are you on fleek?
I'm on fleek like all these kids. I'm
What are you,
on the
flex?
fleek. If I'm gonna have, listen, I'm having to watch all these podcasters that are like 12 years old tell me what kind of fucking spaceship to build in my fucking house so I can record podcasts, as opposed to like out here with the lizards and the bugs. Oh, there was just like a flash on my screen. No, there was just a...
Oh, it was probably the government checking in.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm a jumpy person, and I'm especially jumpy when I'm high. And there was a flash out of... See, there's these red lights flashing. And I feel like
that's because you Googled cocaine. It's probably like
didn't-
triggering the local law authority. We are in
Did
Florida.
I just go down the street? Or say, like, yell out, cocaine. Like the
there's
Uber,
there's
the Uber
like
guy
just
should
blow
have-
a vuvuzela horn and they
What the
they
fuck
bring
is
it.
that? Anyway,
Law enforcement.
You say something.
boarded
I'm
the
just
ship.
reading it.
Oh, that's
would
a
have been-
lot of cocaine right
It
there.
would have
that
been
picture.
2.5
That's
miles. That's enough to power me through like a weekend. 6 crew in charge, blah, blah.
Anyways.
At least 6 crew members have been charged with conspiracy to possess cocaine.
Oh, now
on board
Andrea's
ship.
here. Now Andrea's here to call me out.
Dude.
Andrea, I know what you're up to, Scarlet Oak, on a Thursday.
You guys are going to have to fill her in on this.
Yeah.
Doug's crazy theories. It did it again. All I know is that there was a cocaine ship. And we
Cocaine
have a
ship. It's like Cocaine Bear was.
cocaine
was launching
bear,
a different
cocaine
thing.
ship. Not
Yeah.
well. I mean, maybe there's cocaine bears, and that's maybe how it was like a big wave, and it
Oh,
got
you don't know.
yeeted all the way to Pennsylvania.
yeah.
But there was a ship. It had a lot of cocaine, so I'm going to say that cocaine is still big in the year 2024, especially with the Adderall shortage. I bet there's people out there scoring blow for
Scoring all kinds of stuff?
Listen, I've never done cocaine, but I have taken Adderall because I had a prescription because of my narcolepsy, and I've taken Provigil. And
It makes her
that shit
hyper.
it might as well be cocaine.
It's not normal to see you operate on that stuff.
Could you
is not
imagine
normal.
me on cocaine? That would be crazy. I just need to know when so everybody's for people that aren't watching the live stream, We're trying to surprise a friend on the podcast, and we're waiting for her to come. So if somebody can let me know when she's here, I would really appreciate it, because we would love to do that. So anyway, cocaine on a ship. Cocaine is still a thing. What else were we talking about before that?
We were talking about Andrea's proclivities to go to the Scarlet Oak on a Thursday and dropping her key in a bowl, Andrea.
I thought they were going to fill her in. So if you're not from the South Shore...
No, who's going to fill them in?
There's a rumor. There's a rumor.
It's a rumor.
There's a very nice steakhouse in Norwell.
Norwell. Yeah.
It's a very
Queen
nice,
Anne's Corner.
right off the Queen Anne's Corner, right off the Derby Street exit. You go down the road a little ways. It's off. You take your it's your second traffic light,
something like that.
Third traffic light. Take a left. Go past. Is it past the Dunkin'?
No, it's right. It's like
right.
It's kind of right there. It's
take a left right after the Starbucks. No, it's before that.
Don't know.
It's way before that. It's by the after you go past the Mexican restaurant that's changed hands like 9 times, and then like the gas station that looks like
Queen
it might
Anne's
have
Corner.
a U-Haul dealership and it's really small. Just take a left there and then take your first left into the
Scarlet
parking lot.
Oak Tavern.
That's not the point. The point is, incidentally, that's not the point, has become a drinking game. Every time I say that's not the point.
Oh my God, yeah, that's your new thing. That and the clicking. That should be another drinking game with clicking. You know,
I'm trying to communicate with my tribe.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so ice cream clicking, Scarlet Oak. Oh, the Scarlet Oak.
Alleged.
So
ice cream.
allegedly, people go to the Scarlet Oak on Thursday nights because they're swingers. And I got to tell you something. There's a lot of swinging going on the South Shore. There's a rumor, I don't know that this is true, that the numbered streets in Scituate are full of swingers. Now, mind you, I have never been to a swinger party on the numbered streets.
Or any street, for that matter.
However, I do know a child who walked in on their mother in bed with a local person and
notable
people in the local world talking about all of the swinging that goes on. This person with that person, this person, that person. He's cheating on me, but in fact, you're swingers. Listen, no judgment, but they're everywhere. Do you think it's the brown water? Oh my God,
well, here's what it is. Here's
I
my
think
thing.
the brown water makes you extra horny.
Scituate is not a boring town, right? You have the ocean, you have scenicness, you have a mossing museum.
You have Billy Tibbetts.
You have Billy Tibbetts. You have.
Sorry, we're gone.
You have Front Street. You have, things of that nature, right? I don't know. Apparently, you have a lighthouse. You have all. You could fish off the beach, off a mine or whatever. I don't see where the boredom comes in. I mean, nor'easters come, whatever. But I just don't see why it's so boring that you have to resort to getting some neighborly love.
I don't give a shit. It's none of my business. As long as you're happy, I don't really care. But I did notice that one of our friends here said that she went to a swingers party in Grant Island. Well, don't write that down. I was just thinking to myself that Tracy and Becky are cute. They go to the swingers clubs and they're girls.
No. Well, yeah, I know.
Maybe we will be swingers.
Well, Tracy said that she went. I don't know if there was, who knows? Who knows? Maybe, yeah.
Okay,
we don't know.
But my point is that's not really my thing. And then my friend Charlie asked if we had a swingers club, and he suggested we go to hedonism. So what Charlie hasn't realized, because he hasn't been here for all of our episodes, sometimes he watches the reruns, is that on a semi-regular basis, I threaten to start an OnlyFans account, whereas I put a camera in the pool and swim around naked. I did that for a long time today, and then I did some weird, what was I doing?
Well, it was almost like a weird froggy, crunch, kind of. It was like a froggy water crunch.
Which, when you're, practically naked, is maybe
it was as good as naked.
The torpedoes were out.
There was all kinds of stuff out.
We modeled the tank top last night. If you have not seen last night's video of the tank top that I wear to swim, you're missing out. In any case, we do not want to be swingers.
No, my main question about swinging is who does the laundry? There's got to be some cleanup and housekeeping involved. I don't know what the hell happens. Where do you go? Where do you do? Who takes the trash out? I don't know what the hell happens.
Oh, that's you know what that is? It's whoever comes first. The first one to come has to clean it up.
Has to clean it up. Oh, so that gives incentive
to have stamina, so you don't have to do dirty laundry.
For the man, excellent.
Well, I just hope that there's no Nonsense.
Nonsense.
Like, Andrea's gonna kill me. This is the problem. I like
that Andrea's watching you talk
watch
dirty.
The podcast. See, were the first couple of times. See, my friends Andrea, Debbie, and Ann are women that I really look up to and respect. They're all a little bit older than I am, and Ann and I have something in common that that's like it's a different kind of bond, but I have this Andrea and Debbie are Andrea's like my fairy godmother, and Debbie's like my favorite aunt, although my Aunt Cheryl is technically my favorite aunt, but that's not the point. I want to behave myself and be like a normal person. At least you're getting hydrated. You have definitely not been drinking enough water.
Just hush your mouth, woman.
You've not been drinking enough water. What was your blood pressure?
It's not like I'm going swinging and I need to be hydrated.
Maybe you can. You wrote it down. Go there.
I didn't. I did it down.
And the villages are loaded with colored loofahs for the swingers and what they're into and whatnot.
That's the other thing. You have to decide what you're up for or down for in this case.
Here's my fucking problem. The sponges, they're not really loofahs. A loofah is a
plant.
These are called mesh sponges, but people are calling them loofahs now.
I call it a scrunchie.
When I worked at Bath and Body Works in 1994, was it 94, 93, 94,
I don't know when
95.
you worked there. I didn't know you.
I worked there for a long time. If you ever were in the Silver City Galleria Mall on a Saturday or a Sunday from 1992 to 1994,
and you bought a scrunchie,
I washed your arm. You're welcome.
Wash your arm. And you wonder why you have Lyme disease.
I wash people's arms. That's how I got Lyme disease.
It's a theory.
In any case,
I'm full of theories tonight.
The mesh sponges then were so much nicer.
Oh, they were
these
deluxe.
things are like little chintzy things. And I had one that was
90s
so
deluxe.
dense, and some asshole pulled it apart, and so we threw it away, and I couldn't buy a new one. They didn't make. I just threw it away. I was like, okay, somebody pulled on it. It got all broken. So I went to the mall to go buy one, and they don't make them anymore. So if anybody sees one of those really, really, really dense mesh sponges somewhere,
put it on your antenna and drive around the villages and see what you get.
Please get it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Would you just
get to be the thick kind? I need to exfoliate. You see what
Why
happens?
don't we just go to the dollar store, get a bunch of scrunchies, and
No,
loop
it's
them
not the
together
same.
with a
Can you okay?
with a
But can you tell them?
bull tie?
Tell them
Yeah.
about my molting.
Oh my god, the skin just falls off this lady. It's got to be some sort of detox situation, but it comes off like
Glue. You know when you have glue.
Yeah, when you put you put the Elmer's glue in your palm, it's like that. But it doesn't come off in sheets, but it just comes off in a thing. We don't know what she's doing.
I have a beard.
I don't know
need
what
to
she's
shave
doing.
it before the show.
What are you
but what I
doing?
wanted to show you.
There's the skin?
No, but look at my hair. Look at this is all like clear hair.
This is just great.
I have so many
podcast material.
problems.
Right
I
here.
have a
It's going to end up in the pool now.
I have
but
a
thank
thin
you.
coat of clear hair everywhere on my body.
Wow,
I am
you're
molting.
like a polar bear.
I'm molting like a fucking snake. I'm like semi-blind, and on a regular basis, my eyes get so dry that my contact lenses go shooting out of my eyes. My asshole looks like a bunt cake. I have this ridiculous disease.
I'm out. I got nothing to say about any of this. Keep going. Keep going.
What did I call my?
What?
I called it a soggy sleeve.
The wet sleeve.
I have a wet
the wet sleeve of a vagina.
I have problems. Leave me alone. That's not the point. Take a drink.
Yeah.
You gotta do it every time. We got to get you hydrated.
So, yeah.
So what were we talking? We're still waiting for Debbie.
What were we talking about?
Is she asleep already?
We were talking about your butthole, your wet sleeve, your molding skin, your.
I'm saying that my life
your
is
polar bear fur.
Just about everything is falling apart, and all I want to do is sing my song to my friend. She's not here, so perhaps somebody could drive over there.
This is a daily occurrence in our house. This is a daily occurrence in our house. There was yeah.
I love these people. If I ever need this is why I sit in the pool and have fantasies about what amazing people watch this podcast. Listen to the beautiful things they're saying. Stacy, you were so sexy. Wait, you said LMAO. I'm just going to assume that you're saying that I'm sexy, and that's the LMAO is because of that band. You know, I'm
well, no, I
sexy
think it
and
means
I know
let
it.
me attend
Orgasm? Let me
I
attend
don't know.
orgasm?
I don't know what that means, but
Oh.
yeah. Well, whatever.
If you get a note from your wife, okay.
Look, as long as she's like occupied and I get peace and quiet, I'm pretty much.
Do not say that with Charlie on the podcast. Charlie, that thing is too big. Keep it away from me.
Keep it away from. How can he? He can reach.
Oh my God.
She waited. She picked out on ice cream and went to bed. You know what?
All right. Well, y'all, tomorrow night we will attempt to sing
Every
happy
night we'll
belated birthday
just,
to you, and I will go on her wall right now and write "Happy birthday, you stupid bitch! We had a surprise for you, and you fucked it up."
You know what I think we should do is cook her a chocolate bundt cake, like a mini chocolate bundt cake.
Are you gonna explain the bundt cake thing to them?
Huh? We're watching some. Actually, never mind. I can't. Our lives are too ridiculous. It's to explain. Yeah, there's this I don't know, this porn actress that's the sidekick of this guy Joe Bob that we like. Is it Jim Bob? Joe Bob?
Joe Bob.
Joe Bob.
Joe Bob Briggs.
And so he
was in Casino. He was the idiot that
Casino?
didn't. Yes, he was the idiot that didn't move the the machines from the front, and then the machines had paid out like 3 times in an hour, and he had to get fired. And the guy was like, "I would consider it a personal favor." Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, anyways, he has a sidekick on there, and she's this ditzy chick. And anyways, we found out she's a porn star. We watched one of her porn videos, and she had an ass that looked like a bundt cake. Like her asshole looked like a bundt cake.
Oh yeah, and it's weird because her name's Darcy.
Is it really?
Isn't it Darcy?
No, I don't know what it.
Yeah,
it could be. I don't know. But anyways, if you want to see some good bundt cake action, you just Google this lady. Whatever. It wasn't
Joe Bob
that interesting,
Briggs, sidekick.
Oh wait, the long-lined horse store broke into "Happy Birthday" for her.
No,
She doesn't need your song.
Oh my gosh, I'm
that?
so sorry, and also happy birthday for her. Joe Bob Briggs. Well, who the fuck is the chick? So anyway, this guy Joe Bob Briggs, I think we've talked about him before, but he has a show called The Last Drive-In. That was a terrible sound.
Yeah, it was. I didn't make it on purpose. It was.
So Joe Bob Briggs, her name is Darcy the Mail Girl, and that's why I feel uncomfortable, because one of my closest friends is my friend Darcy, who, P.S., has dropped 50 pounds in the last 2 weeks.
Nicely
yeah,
done.
I'm so happy for her. And most importantly, I just want her to feel good because she's such an amazing mom and she's such an amazing friend. One of my college buddies is here, John Nemergrad. Hey, John, thanks for meeting us for the first time. We usually don't talk to people till the end, so stay tuned. Yes, our lives are definitely very tame.
This is Darcy the Mail Girl. So that's
actually, I think that's
a good picture of her.
I think that's what my friend Darcy's going to look like in a couple of months.
Yeah.
And then they're going to end up having another baby.
Oh.
They have 5 little girls. She said she wanted to be just like me. That's my beautiful friend Darcy.
Aw.
She is an amazing hairstylist on Cape Cod and Marston's Mills. And if you need a stylist, I can highly recommend her. She's done my hair many times. We went to beauty school together. She graduated before me.
Really?
And she also got the prestigious Henry Blaine Award.
Henry Blaine.
We both got it. Did you get a Henry Blaine Award? I got a Henry Blaine.
Colonel Henry Blaine.
And the bus station was just across the street. And what they would tell you is if you were like a bad girl and you were before the judge,
put you on the bus?
It's jail or Blaine, so don't complain. And they would send them to Blaine.
Oh. Yeah.
There were some rough girls there. There was more than one fight, 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, when my brother was teaching, it was the same deal. It was like a lot of kids went to that program versus jail. So,
did he go to Blaine?
No. It was like one of these night trade school situations. Trade school, whatever.
Okay. What are we looking at here?
We already found Diana, who is now Darcy the Mail Girl, and we've talked about her bundt cake butthole, and we were going to move on.
Well, we had some notes we wanted to talk about, but she's not here.
She's not here. Threw us all
But
the way
I
off.
do. So back to my previous point is that I feel the need to be somewhat respectable in front of Andrea, but I've already blown it. Sorry, Mrs.
Yeah.
Please yell at me later.
Well,
I can't see a thing. Is it particularly
it
dark
is particularly
tonight?
dark tonight. It is.
Okay.
Oh, you know why?
Why?
Hey, Google, turn on pool lights. See if that's a major fail.
Well, are they plugged in?
They are plugged in. It's trying. It's thinking over there. That's why it's dark.
The pool lights are loading. Oh, everything's went out. I wonder if we lost. Did you guys lose us at all? Because we feel like we lost you for a minute there, but because we lost all of the lights, and that's why you weren't seeing us. Well, I had a few things.
Few.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about the magnesium salt,
The Celtic salt.
the Celtic salt,
Yes.
and how, and of course, consult your local healthcare professional. I actually wrote this when I was really high last night, but most people are deficient in. This is my understanding of it. I'm not a medical professional.
Right.
You should consult your local health officials. So most people are deficient in magnesium, and the problem is that being deficient in magnesium is keeps you from absorbing vitamin D, and then of course vitamin K too. So you need all of these things to be a functioning person. And so what happened is they told people they invented table salt, which is sodium chloride or whatever it is. And they started putting that in everything instead of like sea salt or Himalayan salt or whatever. And so what happened is this sodium actually depletes the magnesium in your body.
Aha.
And so they tell you to eat a low sodium diet. But there's a difference. There's a massive difference between table salt, and which is the salt that's most likely used in the if you buy processed food, the likelihood that it's table salt is pretty high, unless it specifically says, Himalayan salt or sea salt or whatever. In any case, it's actually beneficial to have certain salts. So what we just got was Celtic salt, which you have to look at it, and we actually have the box inside, but you put a pinch of it on your tongue a day and it'll bring down your blood pressure. You can actually do it a couple times a day because it's got trace minerals in it, which are the electrolytes. Because if you just drink water all day, which we have all been doing for how long now?
Yeah.
People just drinking water all day. But the problem is there's no electrolytes in water. So yes, smart water has some electrolytes in it, but it's also acidic.
But water, it contains hydrogen and oxygen, like 2 oxygens.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So
throwing it in there.
That was helpful.
With the art school.
But I gotta get things back on the train of thoughts. So the magnesium. So table salt takes away magnesium from your body, whereas your Himalayan pink salt, which you have to really read the label and see where it's from and if it's really Himalayan pink salt, or your Celtic salt, these are incredibly beneficial for you. They have trace minerals and they will help hydrate you, because most people are dehydrated. And what happens? Why do you think that our fucking heart disease rate is so high? And what's the solution?
I blame McDonald's.
A prescription.
I blame garbage food, factory food.
So magnesium is one of the supplements that you can buy relatively inexpensively. I have been taking, I was taking the Douglas Amino Mag, and then now I'm switching onto, although I got to talk to Christina, what the fuck is it called? Scientific America? Standard Process. Standard Process is a phenomenal website. Did I say website? Standard Process. It's a phenomenal supplement company. They're all plant-based supplements. They do amazing things. And one of the things that was really cool is Christina, my little chiropractor friend, who had 7 clients in her new business this
week. Kicking ass,
I think
names.
Partially due to the beautiful
well,
logo
the van might have something
Douglas
to do with it. I don't know.
But she's just a brilliant chiropractor. But she actually got all this extensive nutrition training as a chiropractor. She's not even a nutritionist. She has more nutrition training than most nutritionists that I know. I don't know that she doesn't have a some sort of certification. She probably does, because the woman is unstoppable. But she can order labs for people now, and she and you can get Standard Process through her. So and she'll usually cut you a pretty good deal if you ask nice.
Cut you a deal.
Yeah, she does. I forget what it's called. It might be Wellevate. It's a website where you order your supplements, and she gives a discount to people.
Maybe she starts sponsoring this free pub that we're giving her in
The free
or
pub?
something. Yeah, we're giving a free pub on the thing.
Oh,
she
are
can
you kidding
become
me?
our first
She keeps
sponsor.
trying to give us money.
Yeah, no, she doesn't have to pay for the sponsorship, but
She keeps trying to give us money, and but she's going to send me some supplements. But she was going to send you supplements, but I don't know what you're going to do. So
I don't know.
I'm not going to have her send me $100 worth of supplements, and you'll never take them.
Well,
But you're doing the pinch of salt.
I'm doing that. I'm doing the potassium supplement. I'm doing the niacin supplement. I am drinking hibiscus tea with that salt
But
in it.
you need to drink more water. That's the only thing you need
Tea
to
is
do.
made of water.
Yes, but
Hibiscus
you're
tea
not
is supposed to be good
done.
for your blood pressure.
You need to be hibiscus tea is good for your blood pressure. You
But
need,
consult your professional.
and yeah, the salt.
The salt.
The
The water.
You
I need
still
water.
need the water. You
Okay.
need the water.
All
It's
right.
the most important thing for your liver.
All right.
No sugar. There are no carbs
I don't
and
remember last time I
water.
had sugary stuff.
Well, but sugary stuff is like bread,
I don't remember last time I had bread.
pasta. Oh, well, you don't remember the last time you had bread
Oh,
or
I had
pasta?
pasta tonight for dinner. We had white trash carbonara. It was a nice, quick and
Was
easy
it
meal.
gluten-free Annie's?
No,
Oh.
they don't sell organic gluten free.
What the fuck? Okay, so foods that contain magnesium include.
Well, somebody
God.
just posted that.
Oh, somebody posted
Pumpkin
it.
seeds, avocados, dried prunes, cashew butter, almonds, chickpeas, dark chocolate, and others. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you, research
Tracy,
lady.
for doing the research. I will say that I had some pumpkin seeds today. I had, we make homemade yogurt, which our friend Anna's looking forward to have. I talked to her this morning. It was a highlight of my day. And then we put pears and pumpkin seeds on top. Usually you put a drizzle of honey. I didn't see a honey drizzle.
Oh, I
today.
didn't put drizzle of honey. I was trying to go honey free. Although I had the
don't
granola
want
on top today, and it was unbelievable. It's so good.
Yeah, the granola is probably loaded with sugar.
No. It's all good.
It's
all,
loaded with
all,
sugar.
all natural.
Sugar's gonna be
Cascadian Farms organic.
Go get it.
Go
Sugar's
get
the
it.
number one ingredient.
No, it's not.
Sugar is the number one
I
ingredient.
guarantee the oats are the number one ingredient.
Sugar. Oh, it'll be oats, then sugar. Oats, sugar. I'm trying. I'm trying to keep this man alive. I don't know why. Probably because I haven't purchased a life insurance policy yet that will keep me in the lifestyle in which I was intended to be. On Cedar Key, that's why I went all these. Okay.
Why are you telling people?
I don't know.
You said you had 8 episodes. You wouldn't tell people. Ingredients: whole grain oats. Second ingredient:
Sugar.
cane sugar. Third ingredient:
It
rice,
was wonderful because it was
sunflower
a bowl
oil,
of sugar.
honey,
Sugar.
molasses. I love
Sugar.
molasses. I love me some
Sugar.
molasses.
You might as well go rob that cocaine
Sea
boat.
salt, natural flavor.
Literally-
Vitamin E.
Literally
has
no
been added.
difference. Literally no difference between
So-
the cocaine boat and that box of granola.
This is
It's a cocaine boat of
35
granola.
grams of whole grain. 3 grams of, what does that say? Fiber. Keep you regular.
Everything's great except the fucking sugar.
All right, how much sugar in a serving? I can't read that.
You don't need sugar.
It's too dark in here.
Okay.
Can't read.
We're old. Bear with us. Okay. 2/3 of a cup is a serving.
2/3 of a cup. That's probably about how much I ate.
Okay. Total carbohydrates, 46 grams.
All right, what about the sugar?
It's the
Sugar. You're so concerned about the sugar.
total sugars, 14 grams. Additional sugars, 14
14
grams.
grams.
28% sugar. It's 28% sugar, Doug.
28% of the daily allowance for sugar. The rest of the day, what do I have for sugar?
Pasta converts to sugar.
Not yet. Still working on it. Could be after midnight. Anyway.
If anyone knows a good insurance salesman, please send them my way. I would like to take out $1 million policy. Thank you.
And she's really into insurance salesmen. She finds them
Not particularly into
alluring.
insurance salesman.
She finds them alluring. This has been exciting.
I'm starting to be into ladies, to be honest with you.
Well,
These new lesbians are fantastic.
they got it going on.
You
You know what it is?
talk
It's all
about
that
it a
woke.
lot.
It makes you guys look better than the men.
Listen,
down what?
I'm just
I
saying
was going to go on a rant as an old white guy.
What's that? About the lesbians?
Yeah, everybody's empowered now, and white man doesn't have any more power.
This is why you can't get a job.
You can't get a job.
I spend my day surrounded by lesbians today. I talked to two, and one is
What are you
here,
talking
and
about?
so it just makes me think like maybe they're onto something.
Maybe
Maybe they're onto something.
you give off a scent.
not teaching any more lesbians how to eat pussy. Mrs. Hunt.
Oh, that's right.
Please tell me Mrs. Hunt went to bed. Please tell me Mrs. Hunt.
Bonza is very good, by the way, but we do eat a lot of bonza.
Bonza is great. It's chickpea pasta, and
do you like how we went from eating?
I haven't even gotten through my fucking notes yet.
It's not good. Tonight is distraction night.
No, it's just because I'm on sativa instead of indica. That's why indica nights will be having spiritual conversations and life advice. On sativa nights, I will be pornographic and inappropriate. Maybe a little offensive.
When are you not pornographic and inappropriate?
Tuesdays,
that's what I would like to know.
On Tuesdays. Well, I used to be able to say, like, in front of my elders, but nope. They come, and I want them to come.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh my God, I didn't say that.
I'm pretty sure all those people who are your elders, they were getting it on.
We haven't.
They were getting it on back in the day.
For months, I have been trying to figure out this fucking editing thing. And so I have not been watching the podcast after they're done. Like, we watched, the first 3? And then we stopped watching them.
I can't stand them. I can't get past the first 3 minutes.
That's a whole other. In any case, I've only watched 3. I need to watch all of them and edit from all of them so we can have promotional clips and let people know what they're missing out on. Tell your friends, or if you don't like it, tell your enemies. So I haven't watched them yet, and I'm horrified to think of what I may have said.
Although last night, today you actually said, did we talk about this on the podcast last time? I guess we did. I forget what it was.
Was it my family tree not forking?
No, it was something very sexual or something. I don't know.
Was it about butt stuff?
No. I don't remember.
I've been on a butt stuff kick lately. Not in life, just in conversation.
Well, it was all from that.
So anyway, get your magnesium in. But you want to get the Celtic sea salt is the best to get. Second best would be the Himalayan salt, but you need to make sure it's real Himalayan salt. And you should also consult your health authorities and medical professionals. Because I don't know anything. This is just a joke. One thing that we noticed, so we're still reading Eat That Frog. And what we noticed was in the book, there was a great section about how when you're trying... if you work a desk job and during the day you get emails, if you are going between your tasks and your emails, you get very distracted. And so what they're suggesting is that you put a message on your emails saying that you check emails twice a day at 11 and 3. And that way you check the messages twice a day and you're able to act on things. You have blocks of time and move forward. And then you're managing people's expectations. You leave an emergency number. Anyway. What they said is when you're doing a project and then you get that ding and you stop to answer an email, it takes you 17 minutes
to get back
focused.
That was a surprise to me.
I've been trying to tell you this forever. And the meetings, oh my God, the meetings. You have to block off time in your calendar. Yeah. Like when you have a project, okay, I'm blocking off time at this time to work on that project. And then you can,
Yeah, that's what you have to do. Yeah,
but for you, I think it would have been a perfect example with both of all of your last jobs would be if you had, because you always would get pushed into meeting after meeting after meeting, and a lot of them you didn't need to be in. You would never have uninterrupted time to work on a project.
Hardly. Well, that's the thing. The managers just have the meeting. They really, what do they? They don't have to go and do 40 hours of work before the next meeting. They just have more meetings. So anyway.
I'm suggesting. Block that time off in your calendar.
Yeah.
And as if
what? That's a party right there.
Welcome to Cape Coral.
See, we live on a corner, so people go to the side of the house and the front of the house.
I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes it sounds like fucking Daytona out here.
Daytona is a raceway, for those of you who don't know anything about car racing or NASCAR.
This is a big NASCAR set here. We need to have a meeting about a meeting of a meeting. So
that could have been an email.
All I can say is a lot of companies do these scrums, these quick meetings where nobody even sits down. You just have a real quick round the clock if you have nothing to say. Like Elon Musk's philosophy on meetings is fantastic.
What does he say?
Actually, let me pull it up because it's really fantastic. Hang on. Elon Musk.
I don't think we can actually go through the chat tonight. There's all kinds of stuff going on.
I'm
with the
seeing
chat
stuff,
tonight,
but
which is
we'll
good.
catch up with it.
But-
We'll do what we can. So his 6 rules.
6 rules, Elon Musk.
Key takeaways. 6 rules, blah, blah, blah. These rules are Elon Musk. 6 rules of productivity. No large meetings. The first of the rules Musk is to avoid large meetings. Excessive meetings are the blight of big companies and almost always get worse over time. Please get off all large meetings unless you're certain they are providing value to the whole audience. This makes some sense, blah, 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 blah. Get rid of frequent meetings unless you're dealing with an extremely urgent matter. Meeting frequency should drop rapidly once the urgent matter is resolved. Again, more frequent meetings mean more time talking and less time taking care of necessary tasks.
Thank you.
By reducing meeting frequency, attendees can spend more time working. Don't be afraid to leave. He recommends walking out of a meeting or dropping off a call as soon as it's obvious you're not adding any value. It's not value. It's not rude to leave. It's rude to make someone stay and waste their time. This is the 3rd and final meeting that he advocates for. It gets back to lost working time. And I think that he's right. And he has some others about acronyms and jargon. And he actually believes in ignoring the chain of command and using common sense.
It kind of sounds like me.
I think these are the same things I've been saying but I think I have a spectrum-y brain. He's got a spectrum-y brain.
I think the thing is that the chain of command thing specifically, like, I think it limits input from people that can have some impact and add some value. I think that's a huge. I've seen it through my career for sure.
What's that?
Chain of command, right? Like, if you leave something to someone that knows there's people that have ideas and there's people that don't have ideas. There's people that find solutions to problems, and then there's people that just whine about the problems and can't figure their way out of a paper bag. So I think, and they might be further up on the food chain on the org chart. So I'm saying that yes, the chain of command and the org chart and where the answers are allowed to come from is very limiting. So I agree with him on that.
Okay. So that was the thing we got from that book by Brian Tracy, Eat That Frog. I'd say I'd recommend it.
Yeah, it's
I'm
good.
I'm like an OCD nutty person, and I've learned things from this book.
Well, see, my thing about like these self-help kind of things, it's like I think everybody knows this stuff. They've just never really thought about it in that detailed way.
Perhaps.
Like, I went to a time management class once, and I'm like, oh, like just stupid things. I'm like, oh, I felt dumb after because it's like, these are all things that you should know how to do and do innately.
No, that's not no. It's actually not. Like, we don't teach children how to organize their thoughts, and we should teach them. And I have to say, though, for all of the colossal flaws of my childhood, I was taught how to do things and why to do them that way. Like, very specifically. Like, I remember, and if you didn't know the man, it probably sounds crazy. But when I was a kid, my grandfather would have me do the lawn, and the lawn had to be very specific. You had to go around it 2 times with the blade facing outward. Then you had to go back and forth, and then you had to go diagonal. And anything that you missed with the weed whacker, or you would have to get the scissors out, and you couldn't wear the corners down too much. Like, I would have to redo the lawn 2-3 times just to, like, get it right. And towels had to be folded like in half, and then in thirds. Like, there were very specific things that, like, I was taught I had to do. Like, I always had to deal with my dish. I could never just leave my dish there. If the dish is in the dishwasher, I would have to wash my dish by hand, put it in the other sink, which is fine. It's not too much to ask, but, like, that's just how I was raised. Like, everything had to be done a certain way. And I think because of it, I learned to organize my thoughts. Oh, we're getting beeped at. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, executive
drugs.
functioning. My mom had a different way of folding towels that she used to teach us.
That?
I kind of forget how it goes, but she was like, boom, 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 so that when you pull it out of the closet, it goes right on the rack. It wasn't like you had to unfold it and put it on the rack. You take it out. Whoop.
We do our towels a completely different way. Tell them.
Oh, well, we roll them. Well, we don't have a lot of
Like
closet,
a
closet
motherfucking
space.
spa.
So we
It's like a motherfucking spa.
it is. It's like a rolled up.
They're pink.
Even our
They're like the flamingos, the same color.
Our guest bath is all flamingos. Not in that's not where these flamingos came from, but that bathroom is pretty deluxe. Just normal small
The bathroom with a cracked toilet seat.
Yeah, the cracked toilet seat still.
We were
But
supposed to
working
have company on Saturday, by the way.
Oh, this Saturday coming?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to reach out to her and just tell her there's no way this week. The house is too much of a mess.
We gotta save up for a $14 toilet seat.
We do. We tried to find one in the trash in Duxbury, but we
not Duxbury in Sanibel.
Sanibel. Yeah, we
were
drove
driving
back
around
to
Sanibel.
Massachusetts. Didn't say hi.
We
to
thought it'd be
anybody. Drove around
hysterical
Duxbury.
if we found a hurricane toilet seat on Sanibel, which it's probably still out there. But it was funny. We went down this one road, and there was a chair in a tree. It was like just a dining room chair, right? It was stuck up in a tree, and I said, "Oh, I'll stop and take a picture of it." Right? Well, on that exact road, in that exact piece of a canal, a waterway, guy was cleaning up, got bit by an alligator on that exact road. And so, anyways, be careful. Like,
be careful of alligators.
Well, all I'm saying is, like, you think you're getting a free toilet seat, but you might just get bit.
It would be worth it.
It would. I would.
You
totally,
would still be.
I would,
You want? Oh,
my
he
God.
was so jealous of the guy that got bit by the alligator.
He refused treatment. He got bit by an alligator.
That's a man.
Refused treatment. That is a man.
That's a man.
That's what I'm talking about.
And he lives in Sanibel, so he's got some money
No, he
too.
doesn't live on Sanibel.
Oh, he doesn't?
He was part of the cleanup crew.
Oh.
He was cleaning up.
No, I want like a man who lives on Sanibel and walks off. That guy was an illegal.
You don't know that.
He had
You
to
have
be.
no idea.
Who doesn't want medical treatment after an alligator bite?
I would sue the alligator. No, and actually there's
Dude,
like they know
okay.
of one crocodile down in Sanibel.
If you're
That would be
legal and you
amazing.
get bit by an alligator on the job, you're definitely getting checked out because you have to for workman's comp.
Yeah, but it might have been just like a
A flesh wound?
you don't know.
No,
Like,
if I own a company
Okay, I
and you
get your
get bit
point.
on the job,
I
I
get
don't want to
your
lose
point.
my policy
I get your point.
because you could own my business.
I get your point. But maybe he was
Do they
part
get my
owner
point?
of the company. You don't know. Maybe he was part of
Okay,
the company.
well, I'm
didn't
saying-
want to go out on leave.
I'm saying that I don't think he had papers.
There are two different
or
perspectives.
they're either unlicensed or illegal if he didn't get help. That's what I think.
Or he would own the company. He loved reptiles. He didn't want this thing hunted down like the dog
If
that
they're
it
not
was.
going to hunt it down, they just would give him medical attention.
But rub some dirt
but
on
if they
it.
give you medical
What do you
attention,
think the
what are they
Seminole Indians
required
did
to know
back
your
in the day? They
name?
rub some dirt on it.
It's a round
It's a
toilet
roundy.
seat.
Don't
We
send us a
fucking
toilet
hate it.
seat,
We fucking hate
lemon
it.
pound cake
and I
lady.
don't. My grandparents used to have a mushroom toilet seat. You know the
Mushroom?
squishy toilet seat. You would
Oh,
sit
those
on
are
it,
the worst.
And it
Those
was
are the
like-
worst. I remember the 70s. That's the worst. Yeah, that's not
And
good.
they had like one that was like foamy, like thick and foamy, like a memory foam
What
pillow.
about? Oh, yeah. Really?
And then they got the thinner one that was even weirder.
Oh, that is weird. What about the fur cover?
My other grandparents had that. The ones
That's
that are
crazy.
cousins. The ones that are cousins. And the grandparents,
grandparents
my
that are
grandparents. I have
cousins.
two sets of grandparents, and one of them is first cousins. And the first cousins one,
Yeah.
the first cousins one had fur on their furniture. They also had a little doll with like a knit skirt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
covering
Wait,
the
yeah. The toilet paper.
It was
the
pink.
other.
It was so cute.
The other thing that
By the way, they didn't have children together. They just got married later. Second marriage. for
that makes
both
it
of them.
okay.
So you can marry your cousin the second time if you're not going to have kids together, because incest is just
Best.
one barrier to love. And do you know that barriers to love create attraction, which is why
Barriers
like
to love
Romeo and
prevent
Juliet-
STDs.
Okay, but you're cutting me off.
Sorry.
Barriers to love, like Romeo and Juliet,
But they were like 10.
or a certain child of mine who moved to Rhode Island.
Which one? I
I'm
will,
trying not to cry.
well,
Mother's Day. is
Mother's Day coming up.
Sunday.
Guys, pray for.
Please,
pray for her
I'm not
because
like even
it's
kidding.
not
Please
good.
pray for me because it's rough for me. And I hope everybody has a wonderful Mother's Day. And if you don't, we're gonna do something on Sunday. We don't know what time
We'll
yet.
do either a
We
podcast
should probably
or some
talk
sort
it
of.
out. We were talking
puppet
about playing
show.
Jackbox.
I talked about Jackbox.
We might do Jackbox, maybe a little podcast, whatever. And I'll be around all day. If anybody needs to talk, I'll be here. If you need a friend, if you lost your mom, if you're estranged from your mom, if you're a mom and you're estranged from your kids, if you don't know who your mom is, if you're a mom who had to give up a
what if you
child,
don't know-
if you're a mom
if you
who
don't
had an
know who
abortion,
your mom
if
is.
you're anybody who needs it. Although I will not talk to you if you refer to yourself as a dog mom.
Oh, yes.
If you have like a handicap dog, like if your dog has like one like missing leg or whatever, you can call yourself a dog mom. But like it has to be severe, like
a special needs dog mom.
Dog mom. Yeah, because I think like the super like I'm a great mom, but like sped moms, although I'm kind of a sped mom when it comes down to it, but like I think of like the severity of a child's illness being directly have a direct relationship to the massive superhero fucking powers of these mothers. Do you know what I mean? Like I see I've seen, and I had a friend who doesn't speak to me because I had some concerns about some recent political problems in this country that involved bats, and so she stopped talking to me. But she had her daughter was 13, unable to toilet herself, speak, really communicate, and she was really having such a rough time. But I'm telling you, this woman is an amazing mother. Not the best friend to me, but an amazing mother. And I think it, yeah, I've seen it all so many times. And these women, I feel like I'm a fucking waste of I feel like I go out of my way to do things for other people, but I feel like I'm a waste of space on this planet compared to some of these women.
Yeah, I think, sometimes I think that I've been, I've had a lot on my plate here and there, but like I think of some of these folks that really are caregivers on a whole different level. And
yeah, I'm just a pain in the ass. You had to make snacks for.
So, yeah, well,
actually yesterday, and actually I'm glad Andrew's here, we were talking about the stretch of Manlot Road where my daughter was in her accident, and Jenny, and I couldn't remember her mom's name, but I was just gushing all over her last night. And I just, it's amazing what mothers will do for their daughters, but their children, but also men will do for their children.
Well,
like,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
What is there that you wouldn't do for your children?
Not a lot.
And
kidney.
We've seen
skin graft, hair transplant.
If you would give them a hair transplant, or you wouldn't give them a hair transplant?
Yeah, if they need hair off my head, I would give that.
Well, I think they both have better hair than you.
Yeah, they kind of do. Yeah.
So. I would like Wes to grow his hair out a little bit.
Yeah, he looks good with the longer hair.
I would like Wes to grow his hair out a little bit, and I would like to put toner on Nolan's hair. Sorry, Nolan.
Well, hopefully Nolan's up in New Hampshire with a bunch of people. Hopefully he kind of puts this on the big screen in the place in New Hampshire.
I would not be surprised.
And everybody gets involved, and all the folks.
I should text him.
Start watching, and then it goes viral, because that's where these things go big. The viral. Kids, like the kids share it, and all that. So yeah, so don't say anything bad about Nolan, because he's probably the meal ticket. He's going to share it with all his what do they call them?
Don't read this out loud. See, some things that's really cool about being a stepmom is being a stepmom generally sucks, because like you get like a lot of responsibility, and you get a lot of the you get shit from everybody. And it can be rough, especially when you become like a scapegoat in a situation. In any case, Nolan's now an adult, and I'm no longer being scapegoated, and neither is Doug, so that's nice. And he's like my friend. Like, he's like an adult now, so like I try to give him some wisdom, but like no more wisdom than I try to give you guys, and most of you are older than me. Like, I give him some wisdom, and we're pals. We joke around and stuff, so I can say ridiculous things to him. And
which is good. Which is, and that's the other thing is because you can have an adult relationship with a kid.
Well, and I think anytime, like, listen, I have, I wouldn't. I have more than a few of the kids that hung out at my house.
Yeah. That
keep in touch with me to this day. And even my friends from high school, though, in a lot of ways, like, they would come to me for advice on stuff. And drama, which is ironic because I would go to Charlie. Did
he answer you with a British accent? Because that's funny.
Charlie with a British accent?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, his British accent's hilarious. He sounds like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, no, it's very funny.
I don't know what I was talking about, but anyway, we should get down the list, because I wanted to talk about.
It's already 9.
Fuck. Okay, I was talking about yelling at RV videos. So, like, you guys know we want an RV bad. Like, we want to get, like, a B+ with a Murphy bed and, like, full solar setup, inverters, lithium batteries. Anything else? All-wheel drive, lift kit.
Some sort of weird toilet that if you poop
composting.
in it, it blows up.
An incinerating toilet.
Yeah.
Perhaps limitless water.
So, anyways,
reverse osmosis.
we watched a
system.
couple of like van build outs today, which is really good because for me, anyways, it's creative. It's a use of space, all this other stuff. But they always do something wrong. They always like
scream
just,
at the
oh
TV.
my god, it's so
like it's the fucking Super Bowl. The two of us are screaming
She's
at
like,
the TV.
I couldn't fit in there, and then I'm like, well, how do you work there? Like they built this like 2-seat dinette.
How the hell are you gonna shit in there?
They built this. Oh, this is for working. Well, if you had your laptop, the other person couldn't put a laptop down. So then they pull out this leaf. Oh, in case you have a second person, you pull out the leaf. Well, it's still not enough room depth-wise or width-wise. So we're screaming at the television. And anyways, we feel that we've come up with the perfect layout.
The RV layout. Go ahead, go for it.
So no, I don't want to tell them because
why? Because
it's
they'll
proprietary. They'd have to sign an NDA.
Does anybody want us to like sponsor your brand and travel the country and be your horse?
They don't have.
Buy us an RV.
Nobody has a brand.
Lots of people have brands.
Who has a brand?
I got them.
The brand.
You got to fill them in on that real quick.
Our friend Gotham had a girlfriend, and they went to a family function, and I guess the girlfriend got like all kinds of shithouse drunk.
And well, it wasn't just that she got drunk, but that like the day of the party, she needed to be all about her. She had to get an outfit, and he had to buy her an outfit, and it was a very expensive outfit.
All this stuff. Yeah, it was crazy.
And yeah, it was ridiculous.
So anyways, he comes over and he's like, Stacy, she got the drunk. She was she did not represent my brand. And so we use that all the time. And so I'll tell her that she's not representing my brand, or she'll tell me I'm not representing her brand. And it's actually
But he always says his name in the middle of it.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to say his name.
He says his first and last name in the middle, so you don't represent the Dougie brand.
Yeah.
But he'll say it with the accent, which
it's fantastic. But it's true though, like because he was holding his own value with that. That was
if you have an accent and we've done it on the show and it's offensive to you, or we've said anything that's offensive to you, we care. We genuinely care, and also we genuinely wonder what's wrong in your life that you let little stupid shit bother you. But also we do care. Your feelings are valid, and if we say something that bothers you, we want to hear from you. And if we say something that you think is hilarious, we want to hear from you, because we really appreciate it when you comment, like, share, and all that shit. Because we're also, by the way, on YouTube, TikTok, and
Instagram,
Twitter,
and the gram,
and Twitter at Marital Hate. And on Instagram, we're Marital Hate with Doug and Stacy.
What are you guys prepared for? I was talking about prepared on the chat.
I don't know, but I just wanted to let you guys know that we're lunatics who
we yell
at RV videos.
At the RV videos.
It can be 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, or 2 o'clock in the morning, and you will hear screaming coming from this house, and it's us yelling at RV videos. We had the highlight of our day today. We got a nice little video from Max in Poland, and Max is the cutest little half British, half Polish boy, and he was adorable. And he had on, and said some words to us. And he wants to get some flamingos, and he has one of the snorkel masks. It's like a mask and then a snorkel on the top, and he sent a picture of it. And I have one too. Okay, so you guys know I can barely fucking stand. So I'm so excited. You know how like mom strength, like how you see like a woman's kid gets hit by a car, she picks the car up.
Oh my god!
This was me. I came running out.
I have no idea what she's doing.
Outside, the glass that goes on top of areola being the coffee table, it's like 4 feet long by 2 feet wide.
Lifts it up, throws like mom's like 8 strength.
It's probably what, 5 feet by 2 feet.
Yeah, about
5 feet by 2 feet wide,
maybe
thick piece of glass. I pick it up, put it on the mermaid without
opens up
she doesn't have any
pool
areolas.
Box, digs down on there.
Hang on, she doesn't have any areolas. That's why we call her areola. You should paint them on.
That's like calling a guy with no nose.
Okay.
Make no sense.
And then I dig through the bin and get the thing and put it on and take a selfie and then send a little video. And I had to go back in the house because I'm gasping for air.
This is how she's going out. Somebody needs a photo of.
I like little kids, not in like a creepy way.
But you've never met the kid.
You know what we? No, but I have.
You don't. You know the dad.
I dreamed about him before he was born.
Oh.
Because I wanted,
That's
I
creepy.
thought
That's
that
extra creepy.
I thought
based
Aga-
on last night's
I
stream.
thought Aga would be good for Mick, and that has proven to be true.
Okay, so
Because she is the responsible one.
wow, well, that's good.
Aga, why don't you marry me? I love you.
Um,
She's so sweet.
I
She doesn't fuck around either, though. But she does it like Aga. She's not going to get up in your face, but she's going to make her point.
I wonder if Aga is short for Agamemnon.
Agnowska, I think.
Wait,
I
was she in
could be
ABBA?
wrong.
Because I think that was one of the girls in ABBA.
Don't know, but she's a sweetheart.
Okay.
She's a sweetheart, and Mick married up because Mick is a wanker.
Toss pop.
Mick was my boss, and since the day I met him, I've been calling him a wanker. We're pals. So anyway, he has already told Max and Adam that they're gonna love me, and he has plans on popping in on the podcast when I. So at any minute,
what?
we could have like some sort of a UN invasion behind us, and we won't know whether it's Polish people because of the kids, or British people because of Mick, or a rugby team because of Mick, or the fucking owls. We had a bunny tonight. They don't make a lot of noise, but every car in the world went by.
And a bike, a motorcycle.
And now the sprinklers are going off. Is it sprinkler night?
It's Thursday night.
Is
Sprinkler
it
night.
Mondays and Thursdays?
Monday, Thursday. Yep.
We live
Not to
in a
be confused
tropical
with
climate.
Maundy, Thursday
Thank
of Easter fame.
God, I don't think we're still unwell, so we don't use gray water to water. Thank God, because
But-
it will stink to high fucking heavens. Wait,
They-
are we on well water? or
No,
town
we're
water?
not on one more.
We're on town water now, and
It's
we still have
it's
septic.
town water, but it's gray
Sorry,
town
it's a
or
rental.
something. It's messed up.
It's a
like
rental.
they because the
Usually
water
the gray
does
water
it
stinks.
hits. Well, like we don't pay for it. The town pays for it. Yeah,
Water?
and it's not drinking
seems
water.
weird.
Water, so it's a messed up gray
I
water
don't
thing.
know.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird thing. We apologize for even bringing it up and grossing you out with our funny
So I
spongy
have-
grass water.
I gotta tell you, I have to skip like 5 topics today.
Yeah.
Because we don't have time because it's already, what, 9/11? Okay, I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna skip
9/11.
that.
Very insensitive, Stacey.
Oh, on our pursuit of the cheapest way to have awesome fucking television, we had talked about, okay, so we went from cable to no cable. We got Hulu Plus and Netflix and Amazon Prime. So Hulu Plus has Handmaid's Tale and their own production stuff, and then they also have live television, and you can subscribe to things like Starz, HBO, Showtime, etc. Or you can take advantage of the free trials when your
then-
favorite show is on and binge watch the whole thing and then be done with it. I've never done that. And then Netflix we were paying for, and we were paying, you get Amazon Prime Video for free when you have Amazon Prime. So we had those 3 networks, but Hulu keeps raising their prices. And the other thing we used to do is swap off passwords with people.
No, we didn't do that. We
And at
never
one point
did
there was
that.
like,
We never did that. What is wrong with you?
it was the
This
Chinese.
is evidence.
The Chinese were hacking into our television. They're hacking into our house right now.
Nobody swapped anything. We talked about this before. Scarlet Oak, nobody swapped anything.
We never swapped. I don't want to teach anybody the cheat code. Todd Alvey seems to know it though. Just saying.
He knows it for Nintendo, not for your Bendo. Vagendo. He knows it for Nintendo,
I do like a
and
bendo.
not for your Vagendo.
I do like a
Yeah,
bendo.
thank you.
To
Thank you.
the left. To the left. To the left. Everything your pants to the, in my box to the left.
Tonight's podcast has been entertaining thanks to, what is it? Trainwreck marijuana oil.
Anyway, so we've been trying to figure out this TV nonsense, and we got the YouTube live TV trial, and we don't really like it. And I asked people about it, and a lot of people liked it, and a few people were like, no, I don't like the UI. It doesn't seem to have any shows I'm particularly excited about, so I don't know what to do about that. However, I do get movies from Plex from my friend Pete. Pete, I
No,
love
we
you.
don't. No, we don't.
Pete, I love you. If you want to make
all
a little
legal.
business out of your pirating, I will.
No, it's all legal, folks.
I will get a
it's
parrot
all above
for my
board.
It's
It's
shoulder.
all above board.
We actually don't drink.
These are all movies that we own on DVD, so it's okay.
Oh, look at that. Okay. So, what were we talking about?
You were talking about
Oh, TV. So,
TVs.
so
YouTubes.
some people mentioned Pluto, and my friend Todd messaged me and said, I got a TV antenna and this thing works fucking awesome. And so he gave me the name of it, which I forgot to write down, but it is in the chat. And I think we're going to go with a little antenna if they're not super pricey.
I miss the old rabbit ears and the foil on them.
Well, we can put a rabbit ears on it.
Can we put foil on them?
Sure. I just want you guys to know I'm trying to learn all the stuff that we need to do for the podcast. And that wasn't even the question, what I wrote. Trying to learn stuff when you're old. Oh, yeah. I am trying to learn as much as I can. Like, make the podcast as good for you guys as possible. But for the fuck of life, I am old. And I don't know about you guys, and you have to tell me if you can relate to this. But at what age is it that it starts getting hard to learn new things? Because this is new for me. I think it's been I think it's a Lyme thing, to be honest with you. When do you think that started before even? I think that was back 2011. I was having a hard time.
No, I think it was later than that. But there is an age thing too, sure.
I don't know how much of it's Lyme. I have lesions on my brain, so who the fuck knows? Somebody recommended a healing modality for me again today.
Yeah, of course.
I love that.
Like, have you ever thought of this?
We have no money, but thank you for the suggestion.
Yeah.
Without knowing anything about my health or giving a shit about it, or about me for that matter. I had to move that one onto tomorrow. There will be a tirade.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's good that you're going to sleep on that one. Sleep on that one a little bit.
No, I'm getting even more aggravated by the minute. Oh, you know how we always talk about, like, everybody can be the change in the world they want to see, and that's what we're trying to do here, is we're trying to bring people together.
Change.org, yes.
No, well, hey, listen, the ultimate goal, short-term goal, is to make people laugh, bring people together, right? And we want to continue to do that and inspire people. Medium-term goal would be to make some money so we're not homeless, and long-term goal would be to make enough money so that we can do a bunch of, what do you call that word with a P? Philanthropy. Specifically
sounds like an F.
Nonprofit holistic healing centers, and shit like that. And then, just helping families who are struggling, because
well, the thing is the hard part about philanthropy is probably finding the people that really deserve it, and not the people that are going to Six Flags and the water park and everything else. Like well, we talked about it today too, about just people in general, about being smart with money, like not doing this, and and I talked to my friend George about it the other day. It's like it's the stuff people spend money on and they complain that they're broke.
It's crazy.
It's messed up.
So anyway, I want to go back to my point. So there was
I thought it was the same point. Sorry.
This is no,
elaborate. It was elaboration.
We went in a very different direction than I was going. So on TikTok, there was this video of a bear trying to cross the street with 4 little cubs, and they were giving her a time. And I commented, me with my 4 kids, and as a single mom, and this guy Azil, who's in Italy, wrote wow, and I was like, and he put little flowers next to it, and I was just like, oh, that was so nice. I'm really freaking out about Mother's Day, and it's a really hard time for me, and so it just made me feel a little bit better. So I found a few little things to help me get through it this year, because y'all, I have been at my tipping point, and I will tell you all the juicy details of that one tomorrow. It'll be a fun way for you to start your weekend. Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to say that, if you say something kind to someone, it has a ripple effect on the whole world around you. So do it. And don't do it fake, but say something kind. I like your vibe, or I like, somebody can be horrendous. The elephant
Sometimes
man.
you'll
if they have good energy, or you can find something nice to say about everyone. I could find something nice to say about Joe Biden.
Well, sometimes I walk in a room, and what do you say? Nice penis. And it makes me feel good. And I walk a little taller.
I usually say, show me your dick.
Yes, you do.
I don't say nice penis. I say, show me your dick.
No, sometimes you'll say, oh, nice penis.
And I'll usually say nice penis after you've shown it to me.
Oh, okay. Right.
I'm not just going to arbitrarily be like, hey, nice dick. No, I have to see it.
All right. Well,
okay, so you want to hear the rest of my list?
Yeah, but it's hot out here. I'm sweating to death.
Well, you take your clothes off. It's getting hot out here.
That just looked like I took my clothes off. My pants, anyway.
You
my pants.
I
miss my pants.
So I saw this interesting TikTok. It was a woman who is a
What was she?
She was a prostitute.
Oh, a lady of the night.
But she was a true professional, and she talked about how much she loved her job, and how a lot of her patients patients, clients are people with disabilities or people on the spectrum who have unique sexual needs,
situations,
or difficulties or whatever. And so she said that about half of her clients were people like this. And she said that what she she described one particular person that she had, and he was able to say, they fill out a questionnaire ahead of time, and they read the rules ahead of time, and they sign a whole thing, and they are able to ask for exactly what they want if she's willing to do that thing. Like they know what's available, and so it's
on the menu.
So she has of course they know what's available as services. They know, and they've communicated any concerns they have. And she has a consultation with them. It's it's an appointment, like with a professional.
At that point, it'd be a good idea.
This is not a woman who's standing on the corner sucking dick for $10. This is a woman who made $100,000 last year.
Okay, I get you. I get you. So
yes, that's a great song. Big Hooch, Shenasty.
Shenasty. Big Hooch.
Great song.
It's unbelievable. So that would be a good time to bring up, like, oh, I have sciatica. I can't do that.
Well, yeah, but so she had this one patient who was, it was like this guy who had difficulty being verbal.
Okay.
And so she was saying, this woman is saying, it's on TikTok, I don't know her name. She was saying that she had a client who was, practically nonverbal autistic. And so he verbalized, "Will you stick your finger up my ass?"
Oh.
And she did it, and she was so proud of him.
Wow.
And I'm like, well,
it's a big step.
As a parent, there's lots of things that you become proud of your child for doing, but I don't know that. And let me ask you.
All I know is sometimes
I would be proud of you if you went to a prostitute and asked for a finger up your ass. Go do it.
Yeah, but I'm verbal, so it's not really that. It wouldn't be that big of a.
Does anybody know any prostitutes in the Cape Coral area that would let Doug put his finger up there, or they would put their finger up Doug's ass?
You forgot that I'm unemployed and I don't have any money. So
would they do it for?
This lady's got to do it for maybe
a slightly used electric razor.
And apparently some real sugary cereal.
Perhaps a guitar.
Granola.
Wait, would you rather have a hooker put a finger up your ass, or for your guitar, or no hooker finger up ass?
I would rather keep the guitar, thank you.
What would the hooker have to do to get the guitar?
Oh, she's buy me a house.
Around the world?
Buy me a house.
You want the hooker to buy you a house?
I don't want to have sex with a prostitute. I really don't.
Tell them about your friend.
Oh, I'm not going to. No, it's not my story to tell. You can tell it.
I'll tell it.
I don't give a shit.
His friend went to a bachelor party. They went to the bunny ranch. One of the friends went down on the prostitute. Okay.
And Andrea's like, no, I'm still here.
I can't believe her. Like, there's people here that I know, like John and Charlie, Tracy most likely, Todd definitely. They're all going to be here and probably fell asleep. But Andrew's hanging on. I'm in trouble. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that I think that that's great. And I would like to talk about seizure sex.
Oh, it's a rare delight. I will tell you that.
So I have had a few seizures. The first time I had one, I thought I might die. And so I told Doug to have sex with me, and he wouldn't do it.
I was like, what are you, crazy? You're having a seizure.
He made me go to the hospital.
And it was funny because we were watching Studio 54, the movie, and it was like disco music. So she's like, I think it was the disco music gave me a seizure.
Well, there was disco. Oh, my God. We should watch it and see if it does it again.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So anyway, I had a seizure, and we had sex while I had the seizure, and it was great. And so we've done it, I don't know, what, 5-6 times?
I don't know if it was that much. But I will say this.
At least a couple.
Have you ever seen
Sorry, my eyes are
when you were a kid, they had that pony ride outside the supermarket, you put a quarter in.
We call it the chlamydia pony.
The chlamydia pony. Well, I was gonna liken the seizure sex to the pony ride because everything's moving. You don't know what the hell's going on. And it's not moving because you're moving it. But yes, there's a chlamydia pony, and then the actual original chlamydia pony was outside the Blue Diner, which is now the South South Street Diner in Boston, which has fantastic gravy fries. Not poutine, but gravy fries. If
Oh
you
my
get
god,
it.
I want some poutine right now.
I remember going.
I want the duck confit poutine from the galley.
Is there any place?
Does
that would,
anybody know
like,
where you can get good duck poutine down here? I would like it to be fancy schmancy duck confit poutine with like a nice hollandaise sauce. Is that what he put on it? No, yeah, it was hollandaise.
What on which?
On the duck confit poutine, was it hollandaise or was it gravy or was it both?
It was a gravy. No, there was no hollandaise.
Oh my
on
god,
it.
this is what I want. I want duck confit poutine with. You have the French fries, like good French fries, and you have the cheese, and then you have the gravy,
Yep.
and then you have your egg,
The duck egg. Yes.
and then on top of the duck egg,
Is.
I want a protein first. Before, what would you put before the bacon? Thick cut bacon.
Oh, yeah, or maybe there's a duck sausage. Maybe that they make. Who knows? I don't know the duck world.
Oh my god, I'm high right now. Let me just tell you something. Get your pen and pencil out because when I am high, I come up with the best snack ideas. Have I ever steered you wrong? This is what I want.
No. Her high snacks
Oh my
are
God.
usually good, but
Okay, this is what I want for Mother's Day.
I just wrote it down. For
Well, I
Mother's
haven't
Day.
finished.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. There's more. Yeah, I just
Okay,
wrote it down. I'm
fortunately,
like,
I will not remember.
all right. So
Okay,
here's the
so-
thing. I make Stacy breakfast every day. Usually it's from scratch with the home fries and the bacon and the thick cut bacon from Costco is very good.
See,
a
I
couple
really
eggs,
want
whatever.
deviled eggs though.
So in every once in a while, I'll make the goat cheese
Can I have
deviled
two
eggs.
breakfasts on Mother's Day?
Yes, you can have whatever you want
I
on
get
Mother's
two
Day.
breakfasts on Mother's Day. Okay, this is what I want. Ready?
Yes.
Okay, I want deviled eggs, motherfucker,
Yeah.
with the cheesy potatoes.
Yeah.
I might want like, should I have like a pineapple? What kind of like unique Florida juice mimosa could I have?
Unique Florida juice. Maybe those honey mangoes would be a good start.
Okay. Oh,
I don't know how you juice that, but
some sort of fancy. Oh, you just get the guava.
so wait,
Just
you're gonna
get
have
the guava.
cheesy potatoes and the poutine?
Hang on, I'm having two breakfasts.
Okay, all right.
So one breakfast is deviled eggs, motherfucker,
MF, right?
with
the goat
cheesy,
cheese
No, with yeah,
and the
but
cheesy
with the
potatoes.
cheesy potatoes.
Yep.
And a half a grapefruit.
Oh, look at that.
Or should I have the alcohol then?
I think you can have the alcohol whenever you like.
Okay, and then
And then
so maybe I'll just have the regular grapefruit then, with my normal
Yep.
whatever, and then maybe some Smooth Moves tea perhaps to make it so I can shit.
oh, I found
Which
that
is
we
a-
did buy that, by the way. I did find
Yes,
it.
I know. I drank it.
No. I found the random one that was in there.
I took a shit. Thank you. Everybody,
That's
clap
attractive.
for me. I took a shit. It was the first time all week that I had enough of a substantialness to my poo to feel like I deserved my poop emoji sticker. P.S. I give myself a sticker whenever I shit.
And
I
today
get
she's
a
like,
sticker if he fucks me right. You do.
what if it's wrong? What do I get then?
Nothing.
A demerit.
Nothing.
I get no whole. Well, I get something. Anyways, the cheesy potatoes are home fries that are then mixed, and this was one of her ideas.
I was high off my ass.
You make the
Roux.
the cheese sauce from macaroni and cheese with the nutmeg and all that stuff, right? You make that, throw the home fries in there, mix it up. It's super healthy.
No, it's not.
That's hence the grapefruit to lower your blood pressure after you eat that. And then, as soon as she's done wolfing that down, she's gonna have the duck confit.
I think I have it. But
Yeah.
wait, hang on. So,
I don't know
wait,
what I'm
hang
gonna
on.
do about the
Listen,
gravy
Hang
though,
out
for the duck confit.
Hey, just wait a minute.
I don't even know what confit is.
Can you just wait a minute?
Yes.
Okay. So, I want deviled eggs,
Yeah.
grapefruit,
Yeah.
and
Cheese potatoes.
cheesy potatoes. Okay.
Then we're gonna set a timer
And bacon,
and bacon, of course, with the bacon.
the thick slab bacon.
Yes.
And then for lunch, I want French fries,
Yeah.
and you can get the jar gravy. No.
A lot of that gravy has.
Can someone make us gravy, please?
All right, so I'll figure out. I don't even really know how to make
But I
gravy.
wanted to make it weird because I was thinking like So what about if it wasn't gravy? Not gravy at all. Not gravy at all.
Okay.
Queso.
Ooh.
Hear me out.
Oh.
French fries, queso,
Yep.
chorizo,
Okay.
poached egg, hollandaise.
Okay. So, hollandaise. All right. So I do not know what hollandaise really tastes like, so I can taste it. I don't know if it's good or
You
not.
can't buy store bought. You have to make
Right.
it.
No,
homemade.
you got to make it.
Making hollandaise. Is
I've
scary.
never successfully made a poached egg
It's not
that
hard to
actually
make.
came out good, but I googled it. I've still
That's my
So-
okay. That's my mother's saying.
Okay, so the degree of difficulty on this stuff, right? All right, the top one I got.
It's
but
just a lot of things at once.
Yeah, but it's fine. But all right, so do you want it all at once, or is it one
Two
going to be
different
like,
breakfasts.
at the same time?
No, one for breakfast, one for lunch.
Okay. When would you like breakfast? What can I schedule for that?
8 a.m. After we do our meditation. We have been doing meditation and breath work, and Doug even did it by himself the other day. And you
Just look at me. Picture health.
How many minutes could you hold your Wim Hof in?
Wim Hof. I didn't do well today. Like 30, 35 seconds.
Yesterday
40
you
seconds,
did what,
something like that.
58
I
seconds?
did 55 or something like that. It was good.
So you do this circular breathing, and then you have to hold your breath for a really long time with your lungs empty, and then you take a breath of air, hold your breath for 15 seconds, and then you do 30 more breaths, and so on and so forth. And the amount of time that you hold your breath increases each time with each round. So up to 2 minutes we've gotten to. Well, we haven't gotten to, but that's what we're practicing to.
And then the guy's like, "Oh, if you want to still hold your breath, pause the video."
We're like, are you on crack?
It's crazy. We're not sponge divers.
They're like, if you're dead, call 911. Did you say we're not sponge divers?
Yes.
Nick Fazra can fucking do it up.
It actually is. My blood pressure is down a little bit. It's probably down about 8 points, 7 to 8 points. And I don't know if that's from cutting out this or that or whatever, but it's or the supplements or whatever. But it's heading in the right direction, so I'm feeling a little bit better about it.
Well, I will say that although you have been doing the right things in terms of adding meditation and the Wim Hof breathing, you still got some unhealthy habits that are adding to your general stress level, and you have a tremendous amount of stress on your shoulders. So it's not shocking that your blood pressure is where it is. This is something we should have addressed a long time ago. I would love for you to tell the whole world that your wife was right.
My wife is right about a lot of things, and see, the thing is, when you almost stroke out because your blood pressure is over 200 and you were hospitalized for it, and then they give you meds for it, you basically take the meds because you don't want to die, and then you find out your heart is only pumping out 45% when it's supposed to pump out 55%. You kind of have a freak out, and you're like, yeah, okay, I'll take the meds. And then over time, blood's pumping 55%, stress test, this and that, and then so I get back to it. So so I didn't want to die, so I took the meds, and then ever since we've been together, it's because they have some side effects. But anyways, so yeah, I would much rather be off the medicine, but I don't. I mean, with all my running around and stuff like that, it's not like I'm not an exercise guy. So my doctor was like, well, I can get you off them. And then we talked to our herbalist. And so my doctor was like, well, I've never seen anybody go off meds and onto herbs.
Who said that?
That was Dr. Chris. Who, by the way, there's a new Filipino Muppet.
And he looks like him?
Kind of, yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it needs to be more than herbs. It needs to be diet and exercise.
Well, it's gotta be a little-
And
little
I
bit
would
of
argue that what you should do is every day. I think this would be the absolute.
Get a prostitute?
No, this would be the absolute perfect outlet for you. Every day, before you do anything else, plug in your guitar on the amp and pound on it.
Yeah,
Just
I
do
sweat
it.
like a pig when I'm doing
And
that.
so,
Yeah.
but that's your exercise
Kind
right
of,
there,
yeah.
and that's going to get you fucking going for the day. That's exercise right there, and it's something that would be really good for your stress levels. And I bet, I don't know about you guys, but Doug used to do this thing called Riff of the Day. I bet everybody would love to see it.
Oh,
Although I don't think the neighbors would appreciate it if you did it out here.
No, I'm not doing that here. But yeah, riff of the day. I ended up kind of running out of riffs. I was like,
Yeah, but these people don't remember. They're all high.
Oh, maybe I'll just
Okay,
start
all
doing
of
it
them.
again. Maybe I'll just start doing it again. I don't know. Between that and my radar, I have no time for a job.
You could do a little.
Making 8 breakfasts on Mother's Day.
You don't have to make me breakfast
No,
on Mother's Day.
I wanted to. I wrote it down before you even said it. I'm just giving you a hard time. That's what marital
Please
hate
don't.
is all
I'm
about.
really not.
You're on edge.
Yes,
I'm going to make you all this stuff, and you're going to be happy. We're going to have a fantastic
yes, that's
day.
exactly what I should do. Is feed my feelings.
Yeah, but we're
Yay.
talking poutine with queso and chorizo and a poached egg.
When I tell you guys how barely I am holding on right now, your heads are going to explode. Anyway, that's part of tomorrow's story. I would like to state before I forget that the guy. Remember how we talked about the possibility of fairies and fairies and whatnot.
Yeah.
So ever since we talked about fairies, even though I did looked up, I had seen like one thing I think in passing that made me think of fairies. It was some woman telling the story. I liked the story, and now I've somehow gotten myself onto Fae Talk, which is these fairy people. And so I'm in the fairy people group, and now I have been befriended.
You're in the fairy people group,
and
but
I have befriended.
I'm sure nobody like enrolled you in the fairy people group without your consent.
No, the fairy people follow. Like, if you love them, then all of a sudden in your For You feed on your For You page is a bunch of these fairies, and not like fairies like in the like fancy pride way, and not that I can say that or not say that. I don't know. I mean no offense, but in a fairy, like in a mystical creature kind of way.
But
although a fairy very well may be a mystical creature too.
But I think they need better PR, because I'm not exactly sure what a fairy is and if they have special powers or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what exactly that is.
What?
A fairy.
You don't know what a fairy is?
I buy like the Disney Tinkerbell as a fairy, like flying around, like kind of a quasi Sandy, like mini Sandy Duncan with butterfly wings.
Sandy Duncan does not have a glass eye.
Don't tell me that. Sky is blue. Sandy Duncan had a glass eye. Those are things I knew in life. But she does not have a glass eye.
Sandy Duncan did not have a glass eye.
No.
I just thought of something.
What? We should get Sandy Duncan on the
podcast. What if our poor neighbor thinks she's hearing voices because of us?
Oh, because we're out here talking about Sandy Duncan.
Could you imagine?
The voices,
you have no idea
the
what
voices
the
are talking about Sandy Duncan tonight.
We just came out here one night and talked
now
for
I want to
5
have
days
Triscuits.
Straight, then we got to do it again and again and again, and then they disappear for 2 days, and then they come back.
Wait. So if it's an imaginary being,
and she's always half naked in the pool with her titties out, and he's talking to the goddamn lizards.
I do. I talk to lizard every day.
Anyway, I want you guys to know I'm on Fairy Talk now, and this wizard is very handsome. He has pastel rainbow beard, and he had pointy ears and fancy hat.
So people like dress up like.
He actually kind of reminded me of Charlie. He was like if Charlie were a fancy boy.
If Charlie dropped acid and got dropped into the vat of Lucky Charms at the Lucky Charms factory.
I'm going to feel absolutely terrible for saying this.
Uh-oh.
However, please do not let this be a threat to your sobriety. The one regret I have is that before Charlie got sober, we never did mushrooms together or anything, because that would have been
I will say
hilarious.
Knowing Charlie is a trip.
That's true. Our friend, one of our friends, I'm gonna call him Bill the drug dealer, because that's what we call him, and no one knows him as Bill the drug dealer. Anyway, Bill the drug dealer once invited me over to do mushrooms and told me that he got very horny when he did them. Bill the drug dealer is about young enough to be my son. Not quite young enough to be my son, but pretty close. And I'm married and old and gross. Like, what is wrong with you, young boy? Find a nice girl for yourself. But thank you for the mushrooms. They were fantastic. Well, but no. Anyway.
But no. That's a different podcast.
It's a whole other podcast. Anyway, so I just want you guys to know I have friends that are fairies, and I want you to know that before you guys came into our lives, we would have spent the rest of our evening doing exactly what we were doing right before this podcast.
Well, before this podcast, we played Mario Brothers Wii. Super Mario Brothers Wii.
Oh, before we started the podcast.
So then we finished all the bonus levels, and we had nothing to do. And so
we finished.
We look at each other. And
But we finished this. We started this right as we were finishing Mario up, and you didn't want to do it. Close. And I had been asking you about it for weeks. And finally, I was like, "We're doing it right now," and we marched out here and we did it. And everybody was like, "What the fuck?"
I didn't think we need to have a meeting about it.
Doug's like, we need to do this and this, and I'm like, no, we're just going out there with a camera. And as I've researched what podcasters are doing, I realize that we are doing it better than anybody, because half the time people are having problems with integrating all of their equipment.
And those people aren't baked off their
Well, some of them might be, but like
probably,
I
yeah.
mean, I just heard today that Bill Maher has a podcast he does while he's
he's
big.
always smoking.
And I gotta
on
watch
thing,
that
yeah.
one, but
I don't know if I like him or not. Like, I want to like him.
He's been growing
but he's
on me.
kind of a dick. But he's kind
but
of
he's
like
been
not
growing
a
on
dick.
me like mold. But there's some Illuminati rumors about him. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But like sometimes I think he's really funny.
We'd like to
Other
hear what you have
times
to say about Bill Maher.
He's
I loved his
pompous, but-
Elon Musk interview that I watched the other day.
Oh, I didn't watch that. I wouldn't watch that. But I think there's a weird thing with him and Rogan with the smoking, the cigars, and the joints or whatever. It's kind of douchey. Like there's a kind of douchey. I'm a man.
Do you think I'm douchey?
Thing. No, but you don't sit here on the podcast.
I have my ass and I talk about it openly.
Yeah, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
I don't know. I don't really. I'm not in that kind of like position in my life where I judge other people. Unless, of course, that person is a cyclist. Fuck those people. Okay. If you're a cyclist and you ride in the street on, say, I don't know, like a super windy New England road and put your life at risk and make me fucking kill you, you're an asshole. If you're a cyclist that is here in Florida and uses the bike lane or like perhaps the bike path, God bless you. But I think that it's the ones in New England are too cold and they're overeducated.
Well,
assholes.
they only get like eight weeks to like actually ride their bikes.
I like Florida man so much better than the average New Englander. Sorry, a lot of you guys are awesome, but like, oh my God, I think you just need more fucking sunshine. I know I needed more sunshine, and we have talked about this a lot, about how after we left, we were like, oh my God, these people are miserable. And it wasn't everybody, but it was lot. But it was a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I'm not throwing shade at Worcester, but it seemed to be the epicenter. I think we're lighting off fireworks.
No, I think that was somebody slamming a door because they're making too much goddamn noise out here.
Do you think that's what it was?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying. But we
Okay.
should wrap up. It's 9:41. It's almost 2 hours into
Well,
this
they
thing.
should have said shut up or asked us to be quiet. Okay, anyway,
I just made that up. I don't know if they're
oh my
mad
God,
or
you're
not.
freaking me out. It sounded like a gunshot to me. Does anybody know what that noise was?
Am I bleeding?
I don't know, but I will say this. So before the podcast tonight, what we were doing was throwing a bottle of Aleve from Costco back and forth. It was Kirkland brand Aleve. And just so you know, I have to ask myself if the Kirkland brand Aleve is really Aleve because naproxen, sodium, whatever, because I get their tissues. Their tissues are manufactured by a leading tissue manufacturer. And I think it's Kleenex. I forget. Look it up. As you pull through the box, like every 12th one is single ply.
That's how they get you.
Every 12th one is single ply. Those motherfuckers. I've never had that happen with real brand tissues. Still buying fucking Kirkland. I'm not going to be prey to your trick about how much better the tissues are. I'll just be one tissue shy and save myself $1.
Well, actually, if after every 12th one you set it aside, and then you'll have a mate to it.
I just
after
doubled them
another
over.
12.
I just doubled them over.
You're
I like to conserve. You're willy-nilly with the paper products. We would go through like a roll of paper towels every 2 months if it was just me. I do not like paper towels. I'd like to use a hand towel and then wash it.
okay.
But I do use a paper towel if there's a chicken mess.
Oh, chicken mess! You got to use the paper towel.
So anyway, I just want you guys to know that if it weren't for you, we would be throwing Aleve right now.
Yeah, I don't
and,
want.
maybe
yeah.
in each other's faces. Sometimes you guys help us settle little arguments.
Oh
that
no,
we
no!
have.
But the thing is, we'll sit across from each other and like we'll have to toss things over, or whatever, whether it's a remote
I
or whatever,
am like
whatever.
fucking
And she'll just
Spider-Man.
grab it, like out of midair. It's pretty remarkable. But
I'm
I
the
think
Spider-Man.
I think it's a good throw, is what part of that is.
Have a
And
sip of that.
there's nothing left.
Give me some
You just
cold
ran out
water.
of all the thing. We should give you some pool water. She's not-
Okay. Oh, I have like tastes like it was starting to turn, and it was spicy, so I have a spicy turny.
Spicy turn mouth. There might be a sip in there. I don't know if you can get anything out
I
of it.
seriously would put your peanuts in my mouth right now to get this flavor out.
And that's my wife.
I would put this alligator's cloaca in my mouth to get the fucking taste out right now.
Well, I think maybe we should wrap it up so you can get that taste out of your mouth.
Okay, hang on. We gotta do our gratitude.
Gratitude. For an easy dinner tonight. We had a nice easy dinner.
White trash carbonara.
Trash is the only
Get
way
yourself
to go.
some organic mac and cheese, some organic cheese of your choice, shredded on top, make the mac and cheese, and then, so you make the mac and cheese and then you stir the cheese in. You cook up some thick cut bacon, you throw in some peas and mix it all together. White trash carbonara. It's a year special. It's our comfort food. Usually we try to get we've been getting the organic, but we really should get the gluten free, but you can't get both, and we're really freaking out. Okay, go ahead. Do you have another one?
I thought we were round robbing.
All right. Well, I was thankful that I got to talk to my friend Anne on the telephone today, and I wanted to do Deb first, but she's not here, so I am thankful. I'm going to do 2 in 1. I am also thankful for Deb, and very happy birthday to her. I'm sad that she's not here, but I'm thankful that my friend Andrea wore her out. Yay! So that's like 5,
nice.
but I got more. Keep going.
My number 2 is my sense of humor. I'm thankful that I have a good sense of humor, because I would not have got through today or this week without it.
That is true.
And it's only Thursday.
I am thankful for yin yoga. If you're not familiar with yin yoga, it's basically yoga for lazy people. You just like lay on the ground in a weird position. Doug and I did it last week. What did you think?
I like the view.
But did you find it to be helpful? Did it release pain from you?
I thought it was going to be more stretching of the shoulders, and it really wasn't. But there was some stretching involved. It was okay. I probably should do it more often.
I will say that we did not do a shoulder routine. I did do a shoulder routine today that was very challenging, and I felt much better. I found that the routine that I did, not the one today, the one yesterday, it actually helped drain my lymph nodes, and they're like half as swollen as they were, but I have some new nodules up here, so who the fuck knows. So anyway, what? So you were talking about yoga. I'm really grateful for it, because it's helps me. And if you have pain, like you just like basically lie there in one position for like 2 minutes, and then you lie in another position for 2 minutes, and you lie in another position for 2 minutes. It's super easy, but you're feeling an intense stress the whole time. It's hard to explain. But go ahead.
I'm thankful that my wife got me this very special Celtic salt.
I'm trying to keep you alive. I am thankful that you did meditation and breath work today.
I am. I just had my other one.
I'm proud of you for taking care of yourself.
Oh, my thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
I am thankful for all the people that watch this podcast.
Yeah, no, always number 1 on my list. You guys, always first thing I'm thankful for. I would love to hear what you guys are thankful for. My friend John says she's thankful for Jesus. Me too. Okay, down my list. On an unrelated note, my friend was at work today, and he was in a local establishment that was selling hand glass blown Christmas trees. They were beautiful. And he sent me a video knowing that I would say anything's a dildo if you try hard enough. And I forgot to warn him not to use that in his asshole, and I'm concerned
because it's glass.
He may be in an emergency room right now having something removed. Perhaps we should text
Depends
him.
on which friend it was.
Oh my god, I haven't even been
there's certain friends that you know they're going to buy something and stick it in their butt.
I usually take notes while we're doing this. I have no idea what we talked about. I'm doing a terrible job tonight. Yeah. Remind me that I told you that my friend might have a glass dildo up his ass.
Well, it wasn't originally a dildo. That's the problem.
We bring you some figgy pudding.
It's actually a mason jar.
We bring you some figgy pudding. We bring you some figgy pudding.
You are very, very, very high. All right, going to wrap this up before the 2-hour mark.
Okay,
Thank you.
I am grateful for what does that say?
Can't read it. It doesn't count.
No, but that's bothering me. All right. Well, I'm thankful for y'all, obviously.
Y'all.
I'm thankful for my my biomat. I did Deb.
You did Deb?
Yes, I'm thankful. Oh, my friend Zach, he rents an apartment from a very nice couple, and he got home today, and the wife had surgery recently, and the boxes when they moved back from Florida were in the driveway, and so she's on a cane with pins in her leg, and she's trying to do all of this by herself, and so finally Zach pulls up and just loads everything in the back of his truck. So then this poor woman limps over and gives him a check. And like, it was a big check. And I'm probably gonna get in trouble for saying this story, but I think a lot of people think that like, if you're wealthy, you're inherently like greedy or bad. And
no, these people are super generous.
These people are the most generous people in the world. And I think it's the absolute perfect combination of them and our little friend together.
I told them.
And we gave them the recommendation, and we pressured Zach to write them a letter. I wrote the letter. Doug actually hand wrote the letter. We dressed him with Doug's clothes. I gave him a haircut. And we helped him move in. Well, we didn't help him move in. We had given him stuff before. We helped him move out of his apartment that his idiot roommates had abandoned him with the fucking shit show. Don't live with your friends, kids.
So, anyways, he's in a good
strangers.
spot with good people, and we're happy about that.
Yes, we're very happy about that. So anyway, my
Even
gratitude.
thankful.
What is that? Antenna. Oh, the antenna from Todd. I'm thankful for the antenna from Todd. And I'm thankful for learning lessons about people by watching their actions. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more tomorrow. We just didn't have time today, and it's a story.
Tomorrow is Friday.
And I'm glad that Zach has a little to do. So that's, yeah.
I think I'm thankful for the air conditioning I'm going to be going back into after this podcast, because it is humid and hot out here.
I just heard it kick in.
And moist and everything else. So we appreciate you watching. Thank you for all the comments. Oh, you want to go through the comments, but there's a lot of comments.
That's what we'll get through as many as we can.
Okay.
Let's see. We did respond to some of them already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it only goes back as far as hookers.
We're only as far back as 12 minutes ago with the sounds just like hookers. I'm really high and very, very tired, so I will probably not be able to respond to all these messages tonight, but I will tomorrow.
They believe there were some fairies caught on camera by certain people.
I would love to see any evidence that you have about that. I would love to see evidence of fairies. I don't really feel the need to drop acid again. I did that 3 times in high school. I think that if it grows in the ground, it's probably fairly safe to use, but if it's made in a lab, it's really not
you never
for
know
me.
what you're going to get. Forrest Gump.
I didn't have a bad experience with acid. I actually had 3 very good, one was kind of bad. I had 2 really good experiences, 1 really weird experience. It's how I tried to lose my virginity. Didn't work out.
It's my wife.
Remind me to tell you that story sometime.
Where'd you put the acid?
Under my tongue. Oh my
Thought
god,
you
it's a
put it
whole
somewhere else.
story. And then he turned into Roger Rabbit, and I got my period. It was a whole fucking shit show.
Well, that's the end of the story.
I'll tell you the whole story some other time. There's more to it. I have a friend who lives in the Everglades and searches for the skunk ape, Florida's version of Bigfoot.
I want to hang out with that guy. I want to go and hang out with him.
Jeff, can you set up a bromance between these men? My husband will love him forever, and his brother is being a shit right now, so he needs a new one.
Jeff and I are the same
Don't
age.
worry,
We couldn't be
he
brothers.
can't sit through 3 minutes of the podcast. That's right, guys. I hope your team
What if
Stacey
he
and
fast
Doug.
forwards through?
I don't give 2 fucking shits. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. However, to our fans, particularly the ones that are here day in and day out, you motherfuckers rock,
Okay.
please feel free to give us your opinion on whatever you choose to give us your opinion on. We respect your opinion. It's important to us.
Back to the comments.
Yeah, I am. Ask Bill Maher what he thinks about Trump. I don't think he's a fan.
Ask me what I think of Trump.
Ask me what I think of Trump. I don't know what Charlie thinks is interesting, but probably everything. I have never seen anyone have a bad trip on mushrooms, but I would always advise people to do them in a ceremony setting. In ideally, what?
I had the same experience with a kid I knew did acid and really just never came back from it.
Well, we had one of those when I went
bad.
to high school in Amherst that the kid was
So don't do
gone.
acid. Yeah.
Well, I think it was Joe.
I don't know.
Might have been Seth. I can't remember that kid's name, but he went to South Amherst, and yeah, he was never quite the same. Tracy's going to bed because she has to go tomorrow
Now somebody's got some work
until
to do.
7 a.m.
Eve.
And then her beautiful wife is graduating.
Oh,
I think
congratulations.
she's getting her RN, or maybe her
She's getting something.
Advanced nursing degree.
Is she? You mean she's not? Okay. That's advanced?
She's going to be like a
Oh.
she's going to be like a gynecologist, I think.
Don't mess with her.
No, I don't know what
She's gonna know her stuff.
I don't remember what she's going to be, but she seems like a delightful person. At least she makes my little friend Tracy happy. That's all that matters to me. Yeah, those bikers are assholes. Doctor and lawyer assholes. Oh, we almost got into a fist fight with one. What's that street? The one Billy Tibbetts used to live on?
Oh, I don't remember. Whatever.
Like if you follow the where the Pier 44 and like the where
Well, it's Front Street, and then it dumps out
Front
into
Street, and you go to you take a right at the Situate Harbor Inn.
where the
And then there's that
nobody
road on
cares.
your right there. Anyway, on that road there, at that light, turning left to go down Front Street, we got into a fight with a bike guy who was like threatening us as he turned the other way.
I don't remember that.
It was me and Zach.
Oh, okay.
I hate them. I hate bikers, and I yell at them. I'm like, get
Oh,
a Peloton!
you mean bicyclists?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Bikers and bicyclists are.
Oh no, we
different
love bikers. It's the fucking idiots with the fucking tight shorts that look fucking stupid. Yes, massholes. We can say it because we're massholes. Like, it's like how black people can call each other the N-word.
It's not really like that, but go ahead.
How is it not like that? If you're part of a group, you can insult that group.
Yeah, but the word masshole is much different than the N-word.
I don't know
In
about
origin
that.
and in intent.
We are a
in
regal
history.
people of Massachusetts. We gave our prisoners lobster for generations.
And we killed all the Indians, or Native Americans. We killed them all. We gave them smallpox. Killed them,
Peasants.
took their land.
I'm kidding. I would never mean that.
And these were friendly people, just wanting some religious freedom. And they killed a bunch of indigenous people. God damn it.
I think that we have been told a lot of lies. Anyway.
Like Columbus.
I have a lot of lies.
Okay.
And Plymouth Rock, what the fuck? That thing has been disappointing people since what? 1620? When did Plymouth Rock start disappointing people?
Oh, it was
Google it.
1620, I think it was.
That's what I said, 1620.
Yeah,
Yes, the younger generations are being dumbed down. They're being programmed by their little phones 24 hours a day. I'm glad for you working in the garden today, and I cannot wait to see your dome. John, I would like to catch up with you and find out what's going on, but tonight is not the night. I will be asleep in 5 minutes. He planted a peach tree. Seems nice. You guys should be friends. You would like each other. You have a lot in common in a weird way. You might kill each other, but you would also be really good friends. Dave Shealy, he runs
he's the guy, yeah.
He's your best friend. I don't know which story it is, but if you remind me, I will tell you. Something about a pebble. I don't know what that was. And somebody said, okay, so we're done.
We're done.
Oh my God, this is the longest.
7 viewers to end up the night. We had a lot of viewers tonight.
New world record,
I think
9:56 p.m.
Our high at any given time had been 8. So we had 8 tonight at some point. So it was all good. Thank you for stopping
Thanks,
by.
guys. We really appreciate you. Anytime you can like, share, comment. It helps us to continue to make these videos, maybe make them a little bit better. Maybe keep us from being homeless. Maybe even help us to make some philanthropy so we can make the world a better place. That's my goal. That's the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
So I would like to have $100 million and spend all of it helping people.
That would be a beautiful thing.
That's my goal.
All right.
Is that lofty?
We're gonna try.
I don't know. We love you guys.
We'll see you
Thank
tomorrow.
you so much.
Bye.